Hey, good morning, guys. Morning. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. If y'all can tap and share, that'd be great. Back in bicep day, cool. When are you working out? What time's that happening at? I just work out usually whenever I can make it happen. I'm not really a morning person, but if I need to get in the morning, I'll do it. Work out right after work. Yeah, that's when I had a 9 to 5. I'd always, that was the only time I would, because I certainly wasn't going to work out beforehand. That wasn't going to happen. So, it was always tough after a day of work, but I didn't really have any other choice, you know. Now it's a little bit easier. I can sort of fit it in whatever, I guess. But that also sort of makes it tougher, knowing that I can fit it in whatever, because it's easy for me to like push it off. Whereas before, I had to do it right after work, otherwise it wasn't happening. He's redecorating. Morning, everyone. If y'all can do your thing, get the taps and shares on that, like the live. Let's try to get the likes on up to 10,000 if we can pretty quickly. And let me change the GIF goal here. Hold on 1 second. No. Okay, here we go. Let's change this. Cool. Alright, we are good. Alright, I changed the gift goal to little roses. And I'll be live, let's see, 2.5 hours. I got about 2.5 hours, a tad bit less, just to give you all a heads up. Honkies. Yeah, if you guys can tap the live, like it, share it, that'd be helpful. Why not go after companies as well as from me? Why not both? Companies aren't going to lower their prices. No, neither is Trump, to be fair, but he said he would, so I'm going to hold the guy accountable for something he said he was going to do. And if you're opposition, make sure you hit the request button there at the bottom if you do want to come on up. Opposition, of course, as anybody who voted for Trump, anybody who disagrees with the background prompt, just hit the guest request button at the bottom of the screen. Morning, Paco. Why don't consumers want to be investors? I don't think everybody can. I don't see what that has to do with anything. I don't even see how it's relevant. Isn't there a lot of things politicians say they do? That just seems like a cop-out to not hold him accountable. That's usually like code language for I voted for Trump. When somebody says every politician lies. It's just a cop-out way of not holding him accountable. Again, that's just a cop-out excuse, saying all politicians lie. If that's the case, then you should call them out. But you're not doing that. You're not doing that at all. What's going on, Chris? Morning, everyone. Thanks, Paco. Hey, if you guys can send in the heart me just like Izzy did there, that'd be great. And we do have the little Rose gift goal as well. You guys want to help with that? Gas is not cheaper than it was under the end of Biden. Also, there's a big difference. You know the difference. The difference is gas being higher now is a direct result of Trump's actions of a needless war, whereas with Biden, you're not going to be able to tell what he did to make gas go up, because typically presidents don't control gas. They don't really have an influence over gas. In rare cases, they do, like when they go into a needless war, that typically makes gas go up. But if you can tell me what Biden did to make gas go up, then sure, we can blame him. That's fine. If it was the supply chain in the Ukraine war, then gas would have been high at the end of his presidency, but it wasn't, because all those things were still happening. The gas at the end of his presidency is lower than it is now, so it can't be that. Depleted the reserves. Well, that's weird. The pipes. Don't tell me you're doing the Keystone Pipeline thing. Yes. Also that too. Thank you, Debbie. He's not president. Although, to be fair, their point is they're trying to say why I didn't hold him accountable for it. But again, there is a difference. Listen, at the end of the day, high gas prices are high gas prices, right? Nobody likes to pay high gas prices, regardless of if a president calls it or not. It still sucks, but there is a difference if gas could have been lower and it wasn't because of a direct result of somebody. Yeah, I go by national gas prices. We don't do anecdotes over here, so I don't do your anecdotes of gas prices, so. Currently nationwide it's $3.91. That's how we have to base it off of. We can't base it off of where you live. Base it off of national gas prices. But anyways, if anybody wants to come up and debate, you're welcome to hit the request button. Or if you're too scared, you can hang out in the comments. That's also an option. I can be sassy. In 2024, depends on when you're talking about. 319. Well, let's see. The lowest 313, the highest 372. All of which is still lower than it is now. The highest it was in 2024. Nationwide was 372. Nationwide. Before anybody says, oh, I was paying for it. Nationwide. Alright, guys, we are looking for ops, alright? So hit the request button at the bottom of the screen if you are an op and you want to come on up. Let me bring. Lowest this year, highest this year. $293 in January. Highest $460 last month.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
You keep unblocking me. What's up with that?
If you're blocked, why are you here?
Well, I was blocked a few times, actually, and you unblocked me.
My mods
Did you
typically
miss
do
me?
it. You probably said something racist or shitty or something in the comment section, more than likely. People don't just get blocked for no reason, so you probably did something. You probably did something worthwhile being blocked. So. But what's up?
So you yourself didn't unblock me?
I sometimes go through the block list and clear it, save for a couple people, just because sometimes the block list gets a little high. But
You have
what's
a
up? What's
cute
going on?
lisp, Doug. You have a cute
Cool,
lisp, you know that?
cool. What's going on?
Do you still like seed oils?
Do you want to talk about the topic?
I don't like Trump. Sorry.
Okay, take care.
Fuck
Dude wonders why he gets blocked, and then when he's about to leave, he says, "Fuck you." Not that you're gonna get blocked for that, but yeah, we can do a seat old debate at a different time. You guys are also gonna lose that one too.
Also,
Hello.
fuck you for censorship, by the way. You can go ahead and ban me.
Okay, so that's what you want to talk about. Cool. Right on, man. Keep it up. Guys, once again, we go off national gas prices. That's the only way that we can consistently measure it. That's the only way you can consistently measure it is by using national gas prices. That's it. I can't go off of this person or that person or that person because it changes depending on where you go, the state, everything. So let's just use a consistent measurement. National gas prices. It's not that difficult. Yes, he did say he was going to lower gas prices day one. He said he was going to lower food and gas day one. I don't know why any of you guys aren't holding him accountable. You should. You would if it were Biden or anybody else on the left. Well, not that Biden's on the left, but whatever. All right, you're going to get invited up if you're in opposition, okay? Mods, if you guys can help invite ops, that'd be great, okay? Censoring people? You only get censored to the degree of if you say something that violates TikTok terms of service and stuff like that. Other than that, you're not going to get muted.
Hey, what? Hi,
What's up?
brother. How are you? Please, 5 minutes.
No. He said he was going to do a lot of things. Yes, he said he was going to end the Ukraine war. Not happening. Wonder why not a single Trump voter is holding that claim accountable. You should. We're from the same city. Wait, you're from Tampa or live in Tampa? Again, saying all politicians lie is a cop-out to not hold him accountable. Hey, Dirty, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I seem to know your age. How old are you?
I'm 48.
All right, what's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
I I didn't vote.
Okay. What's up? What prompted you to join?
Just your prompts. It says, why hasn't Trump made gas and groceries cheaper yet?
Mhm.
And I'll be honest, I'm a rideshare driver. I've driven in 20 different states. Every Democratic stronghold that I've seen, prices are higher. So therefore, that makes the national average higher. But
The
in
national
Republican
average,
held
but that's
strongholds,
how averages
they're
work,
all
though,
cheaper.
man. Yeah, Dirty. That's how
But
averages work. But that would be the case a year ago too, and the year before that. That's how averages work.
but
And
if the
yeah,
Democrats
but
didn't have such high taxes in
it's
their
not the
areas,
taxes. It's not, dude. It's not the taxes.
yeah,
For
it
one, hold
is.
on. Every city by default is going to be more progressive, right? That's just how it works. You're not going to have a city that's not progressive. So by default, every city would be blue. So nobody wants to live in rural areas. I hate to break it to you. Nobody wants to live in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, things are going to be more expensive where
I
people want to
do.
live more. It does nothing. Well, you are few and far between. Most people want to live in more urban areas, or at least suburban areas. So it has nothing to do with Democrat policies, unless you can tell me a Democrat policy that caused that to happen. It's just by the very nature, more people want to live there.
Democrat taxation.
What taxes are you referring to?
Property taxes, labor taxes, gas taxes. What do you mean? What taxes? All the
Okay,
taxes.
okay. Taxes aren't a thing. So you're telling me if it weren't for taxes, it would be the same price as rural areas? Is that what you're telling me?
California's gas prices would be more than $2 cheaper per gallon without their taxes.
Okay. Once again, though, we're to the prompt, right? Did Trump say or did he not say that he was going to lower gas prices and groceries on day one? Did he or did he not say that?
And he has, to his
He did say that.
credit, he has.
No.
The price of oil is down, what, to $67 a barrel today?
Okay. People don't care about the price of oil. They care about the price that they pay at the pump. Is gas more expensive or is it cheaper than when he came into office?
That's also why he's going after these refineries.
Okay, you're not
for
answering the
66
question.
Valero.
Okay, you're not answering the question. It's more expensive. Gas is more expensive. Groceries are more expensive than when he came into office. When he came into office, it was $3.19. It's currently $4.60, or at least last full month it was $4.60. Currently, right now, it's like $3.99. So whatever, it's still more expensive, right? And he
I'm
said he's going
answering
to
the
lower them.
question.
Well, you
He's
aren't. You haven't
announced
answered.
that he's
You haven't
going
answered
after
anything
these
directly.
refineries, these companies that make these prices.
What's
He's
he
been
doing by
on the
going
Federal
after?
Reserve to reduce.
Tell me what he's doing by going after them. And guys, we can get to new guests at 15,000 likes. If you guys want to know, and you can tap a little quicker. What is he doing?
You don't watch the news?
I'm asking you. What is he doing?
I just told you he's going after them to reduce.
What does that mean? What does that
costs.
mean? What do you mean going after them? What does that look like?
You just don't want to hear.
What does that look like, man? If you don't have the answer, just say you don't have the answer. Don't avoid it.
I don't have the answer. I don't know the exact lawsuits that he's put in.
So is it possible that he's not really doing anything worthwhile to make it happen, and that he's just saying he is? Is that a possibility?
Like I said, I don't know the exact names of the lawsuits that he's put in.
Why would a lawsuit lower grocery prices?
I just told you he's going after these big corporations that are keeping the prices high.
But what do you mean by going after them? Like he can't just tell them to lower their grocery prices. Unless you want a president that can just dictate what other companies do, then. But I don't think that's what you want.
The president's not responsible for gas prices, but he is trying to make it more affordable for Americans.
Okay, but you're not substantiate what he's doing to make it happen.
I can't. I'm not him. I can't tell you exactly what he's doing.
Okay, but maybe if you're well versed on it, you could.
Right. If
Maybe
I were
yours not.
on his,
No,
if
you
I
don't
were
have
on
to be.
his cabinet, I probably
You don't
would
even
know
have
a
to
lot
be.
more.
You
But
don't even
none
have
of us
to be.
are.
You don't even have to be. You can just be more informed on politics. That's something that you can do. But it sounds like what you're talking about is price control. That's the very thing that people on the right love to criticize people on the left for wanting.
And vice versa.
Well, I don't know anyone on the left that's criticizing anybody on the right for price control, considering they're not actually doing anything like that. There's some policies that they're doing that would
They're
represent
criticizing
that.
the Trump for gas prices and cost of living. When
What?
y'all said that Biden had nothing
But
to do with it.
that's not
He couldn't
price control,
control it.
though. No, well, hold on. Again, yeah, typically presidents don't control gas prices. I would agree. Typically, that would be the case. However, though, when you go to war with a country that we didn't need to go to war with, that directly caused it to go up, yeah, you're probably going to get blamed for that just a little bit. As you should.
So why tell me this, why shouldn't he have gone in and stopped them from having nuclear capabilities when we've been trying to do that for the past 40 years?
Well, his own
Every
intelligence
president has talked about it.
Well, his own intelligence.
And he finally did something about it.
Well, you can say that, but his own intelligence said that they didn't have nuclear capabilities.
I'm not just saying that. That's exactly what happened.
No. His own intelligence said otherwise. And he just disagreed with his own intelligence because apparently he knows more. And I don't know, we kind of went through this before, man, like 20 years ago. Remember when the government said that Iraq had nuclear weapons? Remember that? And they didn't? We're kind of going through that same thing. Do you not see any similarities?
No, Iraq themselves said they had them. Not just somebody else. Iran themselves said they had them. That's not just hearsay. They said it.
Sure. Where did they say they had that?
On their IRGC network.
Okay. Where?
In the news.
In the news? When? When did this happen?
On their state news.
On their state news, they said they had nuclear weapons. Really?
Right.
That's fascinating. Why would they admit to that, even if that were the case?
Fear mongering.
Okay.
Why have they been chanting death to America for 50 years?
Fear mongering? Maybe they're chanting death to America because we constantly go into other countries and and try to do things that like they didn't ask for. Maybe that might be it. Maybe we
The Iranian
constantly
people asked for it.
maybe we constantly do things that are harming other countries. That could be a reason why they don't like America. Just a thought. Guys, again, 15,000 likes, new guests. What's up, Nemo? How you doing, man?
How's it going, man?
Morning. Yeah, you can chime in if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if Iran had nukes, we wouldn't have invaded them.
Oh, well, that's actually a very good point.
Like,
You would agree
get
with that,
that,
Dirty, right? Are you there, Dirty?
Dirty?
Yeah, I'm here.
If Iran had nukes, we wouldn't have invaded them. You get that, right?
No.
Okay. Why haven't we invaded North Korea?
They're not threatening us.
Oh, no, they do. All the time. Yeah, no, on North Korean state news, they talk about how they want to, I don't know, crush the evil capitalist West and all that crap. Like, they do it all the time, dude. But why haven't we invaded them?
They haven't threatened us.
Okay. But Iran never threatened us with nuclear weapons either. They never said they had nuclear weapons. They've never said that. I just fact check your claim. They've never said that on any news network. Unless you can point to where they said that.
Reality y'all are in.
Then tell me where they said it. Just tell us where. You can easily prove Nemo and I wrong. But you saying it isn't proof, right? You have to provide proof, like provide some sort of day where they said it and like the news station, and then I can pull that up, right? That's all you have to do. It's not that hard.
Let me do that. I'll come back.
Okay, cool. He's not coming back.
He
is not coming back. That was embarrassing. It gets really embarrassing when it takes them like 5 seconds to answer a question because you know that they don't have an answer. It's that whole conversation was basically like that. Guys, if you're joining the live, make sure you guys keep tapping and sharing. Give me a follow Nemo, show a little bit of support to him if you can. His pay links are in the bio. While it's not needed, is appreciated. Juggernaut, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
40.
Cool. What's up? You voted for Trump?
Yep.
Okay. Why? He said he was going to lower gas and grocery prices on day one. Why hasn't he done that?
I mean, they were going down, but then we invaded Iran.
Okay. Well, so they're not lower then, but groceries weren't.
Well, they're not lower right now because we went into the fucking war.
Yeah, but then he didn't lower them.
They're going back down right now.
Okay, so if it ever gets to the point where they lower if they're lower than they were when he was in office and he did something to make that happen, sure, I'll give him credit for that. But that's not
It's
the case
lower
right now.
than when Biden was in office. So
yeah,
what's your
so
point?
so I have the gas prices actually, so I'm happy that you brought that up. When Biden left office, it was $3.19 nationwide. It's currently $3.90 something nationwide. So
nationwide, it's $2.85 in New Jersey.
That's all you have to go off, Juggernaut. We can only do nationwide. That's the only way to measure this consistently. We don't measure it off of New Jersey's gas prices. We do nationwide gas prices. That's how you measure these things consistently.
Yeah. Well, don't care.
Okay, so you went from
that's other states' problems. Like you said,
okay.
California has their own gas supply. They just kicked out the 2 refineries that make their gas.
Okay, so we can do gas. Okay, so let's look at New Jersey's when Biden left office, because I highly doubt it's going to be lower now than it was then. We can look at that. Where in New Jersey?
It was lower.
Here, let's look at New Jersey.
I'm not going to tell you where I live in New Jersey. Come on, you fucking stupid.
Chill out, bro. Chill the fuck out. Okay, let's see. When Trump came into office, it was, I don't know, about 310 or so in New Jersey, and it is currently 390 in New Jersey, statewide. So
okay,
so it's not lower than it was when he came into office.
What was it during Biden in 2022?
We're not in 2022.
But you're talking about
yeah,
gas prices that were
sure, it
3
was high.
years ago with
Okay,
Biden.
so what did Biden do to raise gas prices in 2022?
I don't know. He had the Ukraine war for 3 years. He gave them
Well,
$180 billion plus.
Well, the Ukraine war is still going on, and it was still going on at the end
Who
of his
cares about
presidency.
that war?
Well,
Who cares?
but you can't bring it up and say that's the reason why gas prices were high if it's still going on, and it was going
But
on
why
at the end of
didn't
Biden's
Biden lower the gas prices?
Okay, because
Why
presidents
were
don't.
groceries skyrocketed all during Biden's tenure?
Right. I can bring.
Right.
I can absolutely answer that. I can absolutely answer that if you just be quiet for a second. So Biden never ran on lowering them on day one. Presidents don't typically have control over gas prices. Okay, so I don't typically blame presidents for that, except when Trump does something specific to make it happen, or any president does something specific to make that happen. And groceries never get cheaper over time. That's never a thing that's ever happened or ever will happen. Groceries
What
just
did Biden
don't
run
get
on
cheaper.
though?
We can get to that. That's fine, but we're talking about the topic here of gas and grocery prices. He didn't run on lowering gas and grocery prices, especially saying he would do it on day one.
Well, I mean, just like every politician, they gotta
Lie.
try and get you to vote for him. Every politician lies.
So he lied. He lied to get him talking.
He didn't lie.
You just said he lied. You just said he lied.
I said
every
all
politicians
lie. You're putting
but
words in my mouth, bro.
All politicians but Trump.
All politicians. Is he
Trump
not
a
a politician?
Right. So all politicians lie. Trump is a politician, therefore he lied.
Yeah, and so do Democrats.
Okay, so Trump lied.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's not lying, bro. He went into war. Do you not agree with taking over Iran and getting rid of the IRGC and getting them out of there?
No.
And then you're talking about North Korea. North Korea is not a threat. They're a bunch of 10-pound rice-eating motherfuckers.
Oh, so
nice.
we should invade them.
Love the
What?
love the xenophobia.
So then why don't we invade them?
Why would we invade North Korea?
Because they talk about how they want to destroy America, and they
haven't done any acts
missiles
on it. Look at what
do missile
Iran is
testing in that
doing
region all the
compared to
time.
that.
They do missile testing in the region all the time. North Korea also counterfeits American money.
Their missiles cannot reach us. Are you kidding?
Actually, they can.
Maybe,
but they can also reach our allies. They can also reach our allies.
Goodness gracious!
Are you okay? What's wrong?
You guys just like are the pain in the ass of the people.
Why?
What does that mean?
Because you just egg people on.
I'm not egging you on, dude. I'm saying that North Korea has missiles that can reach the United States. Iran doesn't, by the way.
But I can hit California.
Well, Alaska, Guam, I think Hawaii, maybe.
I would have
possibly California, like the West Coast.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey guys, 15,000 likes. We can get to new guests, right? Good, Juggernaut. Go.
All right.
No, you're about to speak. Go ahead.
Well, you guys have a good day.
Okay, don't go ahead.
Wow.
Just go ahead and run. That's cool too.
Well, it's kind of boring here.
Pussy.
Oh.
Faggot. Faggot.
There it is.
There it is.
Why do you guys come up on live streams if you can't handle a basic debate? Like, we're not talking about anything complex here, guys. Like, these are like basic conversations. If you feel like you can't handle a debate, don't come up, please. Like, it would be better served if you did not come up. Hey, how you doing, guest?
Long live Jewish resistance, long live the Jewish Defence League, Mir Kahane was right, long live Israel.
Okay.
Why are leftists so anti-Semitic? Why do you pretend it's Zionism? Why do you pretend it's Zionism when you hate Jews?
I hate Jews. I'm Jewish. I hate Jews.
You're not. You're ethnically Jewish, you're not religiously.
I'm Jewish.
How many times do you go to synagogue?
I've gone to synagogue when I was younger. Not lately.
Recite the Shema. Recite the Shema.
Does that take away from the fact that I'm Jewish or not?
I mean, you're ethnically Jewish, so you're technically Jewish, but you're not religiously.
Okay. Well, you know what's really weird? You know what's really weird? I get a lot of accusations that I'm Jewish by people on the right, and now you're denying that I'm Jewish? That's just weird to me.
Well, I'm not right.
Regardless, though, what am I doing that's anti-Semitic?
Oh, God.
What am I doing that's anti-Semitic? That's fine. What am I doing that's anti-Semitic?
Well, I presume you don't.
I'm not what?
I presume you don't like Israel.
And that's anti-Semitic?
Of course, it's anti-Semitic. Can I just speak? Zionism just means that Jewish people should have a right to Jewish sovereignty in a Jewish state. What's wrong with that?
Anti-Semitic would be, first of all, anti-Semitic's not even the right term, but we'll just go off of that. That's fine. Anti-Semitic would be not liking Jewish people, right? I have nothing against Jewish people, again, because I'm Jewish, but even if I weren't Jewish, I can still be against Zionism. But what am I saying that's against Jewish people specifically?
Well, being against the only Jewish state isn't being against Jewish people. It's denying Jewish people the right to self-existence.
I'm not saying they can't exist. I've never said they couldn't exist.
So why can't Israel exist?
I am not saying the people of Israel cannot exist. I don't think anybody's saying that. I don't think any genuine person on the left is saying that.
So then you're not against Israel.
There are people on the far right who are saying that.
100%.
100%. I absolutely have an issue with the state of Israel. Yes, the government.
See, the thing is, you guys are like the far right. Apart from you like gay people and black people. And can I just finish my point? The National Socialists were socially left wing. They were socialist. They were just ultra nationalist socialists.
No, they weren't.
That's true.
Do you know the first thing? One of the first things that you have to say Yazis just because TikTok is annoying. But do you know one of the first things that the Yazis did after the 1933 Enabling Act, whenever Hitler took power or like complete power? Do you know one of the first things that they did?
You're going to say they didn't act socialist. It was just a front to try.
I wasn't going to say that.
Fine, say what you want to say.
Okay, so the answer is they burned the Institute for. I'm sorry, I think that it's the Institute for Sexology, I think is what it was called, or research into sex. It was the forefront of trans medicine at the time. The Institute for Sexual Health, I think it might have been called. I'm going to look it up right quick.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, they went after communists and socialists, like one of the first things they did. So how would they be on the left if that were the case?
They went after communists, not socialists.
They went after both. But regardless, are communists on the left?
So communism is fascism in a different form. Communism is where you give all your money to the state. Why is communism authoritarian then?
Authoritarian is different than communism. Communism is not the same as authoritarian.
Okay, would you say North Korea is a communist country?
A communist country? No, they wouldn't be classified as communist.
Okay,
country,
is China a communist country?
Not technically. No.
Okay, so is there any countries in the world that are communist?
Any major ones I can think of? I don't think there's any major ones.
Communists want to preserve their race. Look at
the race.
Communists in Vietnam.
Did you just say the race?
Yeah, let me look at the communists in Vietnam with Ho Chi Minh and stuff. He hated black people. He hated everyone that wasn't ethnically Vietnamese. It's the exact. You guys pretend you're not. But you're very similar to National Socialists.
Okay.
So during the Cold War, do you think that the Soviet Union was a communist country?
I don't think it was fully communist, but I think I think Stalin was. But I don't think he ran the country communist.
Well, Stalin ran that country for what, like 20-something years?
Stalin was very anti-Semitic. He killed thousands of Jews.
Okay,
in his later life.
So was the Soviet Union communist?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So then why were there so many different ethnicities in the Soviet Union?
I mean, if you look at the Bolsheviks, it was all Orthodox Christian Russians. There was a few Jewish leaders, I'll admit, but 85% of them were Russian Orthodox who
you're not
like anyone outside their race.
The Soviets were not just like all white people.
Okay, did the Soviets kill thousands of Jews? Yes or no?
Soviets killed thousands of people, right? Like it wasn't just Jewish.
They didn't actually. Okay.
They didn't.
Stalin in his early life didn't mind Jews, but in his later life when he started talking
whenever
about,
he was paranoid and he started doing purges, Stalin was pure evil, dude.
What?
So wait, so you guys are centre left.
You cut out. Oh yeah, like to kick all guys. Like to kick 25,000.
You guys are centre left. You like D-Mothers. You're liberal.
What? What are you saying?
You liberal? Are you liberal or left wing?
No, I consider myself left wing.
So what would you consider yourself?
Are you talking to Nemo now? Because I just answered your question.
Yeah, both of you, what would you consider yourself?
I
A
just said I'm a
Marxist?
left. I consider myself a leftist.
If
Yeah,
you're
I call myself a leftist.
so then obviously you'd support Israel instead of Islamic terror, which Islam is a far right religion in every way. They
Well,
throw
Islam is
people
a far right religion.
in every single way. Islam's a far right religion. Why do you think Muslims collaborated with the National Socialists?
Hold on. I'm not just for any country that happens to like share political views as me. I don't want people to be genocided, regardless
Okay,
of what
so-
their views are.
okay,
I don't
so-
want that to
okay.
happen.
Sure. So if it's a genocide, why is the ratio being killed 2%, and why is the population growing? What other
Population's not growing.
Okay, let's just say the population is not growing and it's slowly decreasing.
Yeah, it's not.
With the G side, it decreases at a massive rate.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, it's increasing. Show me the source for it decreasing.
it's not increasing.
Okay, show me the source for this. Show me the source that shows
Okay.
it's decreasing.
Okay. So, but even if that were the case, that doesn't negate the fact that it could be a genocide. The
You're
definition of
Jewish,
hold
right?
on. The definition, yeah. Well, you just denied it before, so I don't know anymore. But the definition of a genocide doesn't include saying that the population has to decrease. That's
It's
not
the intent. I know.
That's
It's the
not.
intent.
That's not a prerequisite of it.
It's the intent to kill a whole race. I know, but the thing is, you say you're Jewish, but the Palestinian leader Al Husseini collaborated with AH and told him to kill all the Jews. Did you know that?
I don't understand what any of this has to do with anything.
Well, so you're Jewish and you're supporting a nation. It's not a nation. It's a piece of land full of Egyptians and Jordanians. That's why the most common surname in Palestine is Al Maghreb from Egypt. But let's take that side. You're supporting a state that collaborated with the National Socialists. My ancestors were gassed in concentration camps.
I don't know what any of this has to do with anything. I just don't want people to be genocided. Okay,
Okay,
regardless of their views, whether I agree with them, disagree, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Are you okay? So why would you support a country that actively hates everything you're preaching for? I don't understand.
They're people, and they should not be genocided.
So they're people, but they want to kill all Jews around the world. That's what the Hamas Charter said in 2017. It said to kill all Jews. They changed it in 2018 to kill Zionists. They teach their children in school. So what do you mean? Okay.
I mean, like dark. Like you're not going to get me up here defending H group. I mean, the point is, dude, that I'm not okay with kids being unalived.
Okay, so if
can we agree on that?
Yeah, 100% we agree on that. So if H group hides behind civilians and hides in hospitals and hides in mosques or whatever, and Israel sends letters to every single civilian, by the way, before they're about to bomb an area where H group live. What do you want Israel to do?
I want them to get better at targeting bad guys.
Yeah. And guys, again, 25,000 likes, new guests. I also want them to agree to peace treaties and honor them and not constantly go against every time that there's like a peace treaty or a ceasefire or anything like that. I want them to not go against that constantly. Okay, that's like one thing I'd want them to do. I don't want them to like double tap and triple tap some of these areas too. Like maybe don't do that. And don't specifically go after schools.
No, they didn't.
Okay, so Israel's offered a two-state solution five times. Offering Palestine 98% of the land. 98%. Okay, they didn't. Okay, do you want me to? I don't have anything other than my phone.
You're reading talking points. So I have the source that you
debunk the claim that Israel hasn't offered a two-state solution five times. Debunk that.
Okay, so hold on. So I have the thing that you asked for about like the 2% population thing. You want me to read it to you?
The ratio thing. Yeah, you can read it.
Okay, cool. So this is AAP fact check. All right.
But
so
don't dodge my point, because after you got to answer.
I'm not dodging your point, dude. I'm giving you what you wanted. So AAP fact check: social media posts are falsely claiming demographic data from Gaza's population has grown since October 7th, 2023, despite tens of thousands of Palestinians being unalived in the Israel-Hamas war. Figure being widely shared online is a population growth projection for Gaza calculated in August of 2023, and it does not account for population changes since then, August of 2023, before October 7th, 2023. It was a projection. Facebook post making the claim features a bar chart comparing population changes during historic G-sides. Gaza population increased by 2% or 43,000 people since October 7th, 2023. All historical G-sides had population decreases of 25% or more. And this is from the World Factbook. That is the claim that is made in the Facebook post. First instance of the claim was November 19th. Many posts pointed to the World Factbook reference, a reference resource produced by the US CIA with information stats about world countries. On its Gaza Strip page, it estimates the 2024 population growth rate, the annual rate of population change in population size, at 2%. CIA sourced the figures from the U.S. Census Bureau, International Population Estimates and Projections. In August of 2023, the Bureau released population estimates and other demographic data up to 2100 for 40 countries and areas in international databases. The projected annual population growth rate for the Gaza Strip was 2%. The Census Bureau confirmed the CIA World Factbook used data from the IDB update in August of 2023 before the conflict began. It does not consider any data after that time. The point
Guys,
is,
keep tapping and sharing if you can, please. Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go.
Guys, if
Okay,
you can
well-
keep tapping and sharing, hold on. If y'all can keep tapping and sharing, that'd be great. Make sure you all send in your heart meets there at the top left. If you're joining live, follow myself, follow Nemo. Show them a little bit of support if you guys can, okay? A little bit of guests go a long way. Pay links are in the bio as well as mine. And we'll get to new guests at 25,000 likes. All right, Nemo, if you're not done, you can finish. Or whoever.
Let's now get to the fact that Israel has offered Palestine a two-state solution 5 times.
So
Offering them, it wasn't just Judea and Samaria they offered 98% of the land outside of Israel.
Okay,
And the
cool.
Palestinians rejected it.
So happy to chase that one down for you. Before we do that, are you going to repeat the whole 2% population increase thing from now on?
Oh yeah, I am, because it's true. I don't have anything
How
to
is
say.
it true?
Because I'll turn my PC on in a minute if I can, and I'll fact check that, because your source is probably Al Jazeera or something in front of my guitar.
No, it's aap.com.au. It's a fact check.
So what's the source again?
Australian.
Straight. Yeah. So is it left wing? Is it?
No, it's AAP.
Okay, let's just say that's right. You're right on that. So we all agree the definition of genocide is the intent of killing a whole race or religion, not religion, or race or ethnicity, or a group of people.
Yep.
Okay. If Israel wanted to do that, they could have done it in 30 minutes. What other army sends letters? What other army gives aid to their opponent and sends letters to civilians who are about to bomb an area?
Why didn't the Germans unalive every single Jew in Germany the second that Hitler took power?
Because they didn't have the capability.
Sure they did.
Sure they did. Absolutely they did, if they wanted to.
They had a whole military with infinite ammunition.
The problem is
they had all the vehicles that they needed. They had everything that they needed. And they were also putting badges on Jewish people. They literally were identifying them. So why is it that they did not unalive every single Jewish person in Germany 5 seconds after Hitler took power?
The difference is what Israel doing. They're not targeting the Palestinians because of their race or ethnicity. 20%. Okay,
you're trying to dodge.
No, I'm not.
Answer the question, please.
I don't know why AH didn't do that. How am I meant to know that? I don't understand. So
the reason why is because if they did that, they would have absolutely been invaded.
Okay, the difference is 20% of Israel is Muslim. It's been like the Muslim population has grown in Israel. There's 53 Muslim countries. The highest Jewish population is in Azerbaijan, which is 0.4%. And you think Israel's an apartheid state committing genocide against the people that make up 20% of their country? It's crazy.
So, you know, it's not a genocide of. I'm sorry. Did you say Muslims? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Let's just be honest. It is a religious war. If Israel was a Muslim country, nobody would care. No Muslim cares when Sunnis and Shias kill each other. Nobody cares
There's a Genocide in Sudan that people
Nobody
care an
cares
awful
about.
lot about.
Why do you not talk about Nigeria and the Muslims that are killing the Christians in Nigeria? What about?
It's not actually happening.
Of course, it's not happening. So you said it's not happening, so it's not happening. Yeah.
Your argument can't be because another bad thing is happening. Why can't we talk about another
What I'm
bad
trying
thing?
to say is that because there's 2.1 billion Muslims in the world, they come to the West and they try and divide Christians and the Jews through influencing white liberals. Why do you think white redhead liberals are protesting in the street?
What does redhead have to do with it? Why does it have to be redhead?
Because Islam absolutely despises gay people. They're throwing them off buildings in the majority of the 53 Muslim countries, apart from Lebanon, which is 40% Christian. Tel Aviv is the biggest gay parade in the world.
Okay. We've already discussed this. I've already went over this. That I don't care about their views. I still don't want people to be G-sided. And even if you don't want to admit it's a G-side, I don't want people to be unalived. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Do you want National Socialists to be G-sided?
Do I want National Socialists to be G-sided?
What?
Do you want neo-Nazis to be G-sided?
That's not how G-side works.
No, okay, so let's just say we take all the neo-Nazis in the world and we decided to shoot them. Would you want that?
How would that happen? Tell me how we would do that.
It's a theoretical, but I'll just answer the question.
Hey, I got to take a quick phone call. Nemo, if you can handle it for 2 seconds. If that's fine.
You're good.
Let me. How do I mute this? Okay. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
If we can just unalive every.
Let me step away. One second here.
Would we do it?
Yeah, would you do it? Would you defend neo-Nazis if they were being G-sided against?
Would I defend them?
Yep.
If they're being G-sided? I mean, like, it's a weird thing because it's an ideology, right? It's not like an ethnicity.
Yeah, and Palestinians aren't an ethnicity. They're groups of Egyptians and Jordanians who teach their children in school to kill and stab Jews. This has nothing to do with Zionism. In 1921, what do you think the Hebron massacre was? When Pallies killed 80 innocent Jews who weren't even Zionists. They were just Jews. This is the thing.
Okay, what's the Nakba?
Oh, really? You're talking about the Nakba? What about what happened before the Nakba when 850,000 Jews were expelled from Arab nations? What happened then? Why were you silent then?
Well, I wasn't alive then, dude.
Well, I wasn't alive in the Nakba, so it's the same.
Okay, and I asked you about the Nakba.
I condemn the Nakba. I don't think the force used was right.
Israelis don't.
I think the intentions were right. I don't think the force used was right, though. I don't think we should have forcibly done that.
Okay, I mean, like, this is the thing. I mean, I can tell that you're English, and if I lived there for a while. I'm trying to remember. I want to say Southern English.
Yeah, I'm Southern English.
Damn, still got it. Okay, so I was married to a girl from Derbyshire. So anyway, I can tell that you're English, and I mean, I can tell you're on the younger side. As far as like English history is concerned, a lot of the problems that the world has today
is because of Britain. 100%. 100%. I completely agree.
Yeah,
I'm not a British patriot at all. I don't want to live in Britain. The second I turn 18, I'm moving to Israel. The British kicked us out for hundreds of years. There's loads of far rights in Britain. They send me death threats every day. I don't like Britain. Britain colonized the whole world, raped and killed people for no reason. I'm not right wing. You can be left wing and support Israel.
So my point is that, like, so the British Empire had, a map drawing room type situation. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, was he a minor? Oh God.
Voted for Trump, etc. Come on up, hit the request button. All right, where are we at here? I think a lot of people probably dropped from the request box, but I'm trying to bring up who we can. Here we go. Got somebody. I do not know how to pronounce this.
Yeah, I did not catch it whenever you said that. My bad, y'all.
Hey, guest, how you doing? Hi, guest. Roy Gordo? Rigordo? Are you there, guest? Going once, going twice. Okay. All right, let's get to the next one. What happened? Who got completely cooked? Oh, Go went. You didn't say anything, man. There was nothing that you said that you were able to back up, anyways. If you want to say you cooked us, you're welcome to say that. That makes you feel better. Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad. How you doing?
I didn't mean to join.
Oh, you're good, man. No worries. No worries. I'll bring it down. Take care. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. All good. Once again, if you are opposition, please hit the request button. There's one above Nemo, and there's one at the bottom of the screen. Looks like a purple and blue person. Yeah, Max. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. I just need to know your age, sir, before we move forward.
What?
I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service.
I'm 19. I'm 19.
All right, great. And did you vote for Trump or at the very least support him?
No, I voted for Hitler.
Oh, all right, cool. Good luck with that.
Have a nice day, man.
I highly doubt that, considering you weren't alive when he was in power, but all right. All right.
Why would you vote for the guy that lost?
God, some of these people are so fucking stupid. King, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, I can, yes. I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
I am 25.
Great. Did you happen to vote for Trump?
I did not. I voted for Kamala.
Okay. I'm only looking for opposition, so it doesn't sound like you're opposition, are you?
Oh, okay. No, I
Yeah.
actually didn't know your you guys' views. I kind of joined late. Sorry
Oh,
about
no
that.
worries. You're all good. I'll go. Let me go and bring it on, King. But take care, all right? Guys, once again, I'm only looking for opposition. Opposition, anybody that voted for Trump or at the very least supports him or whatever. Or I'll take independence, I suppose. Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say I didn't vote for Trump. I know you're looking for opposition. I just wanted to come in and say I appreciate you two intelligent gentlemen seeming to have a rational discussion and try and educate the general population. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
David. All right. One of my bots brought you down. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Guys, I am just looking for opposition. I do appreciate the kind words though. But please, I am only looking for opposition. The reason why, not that I don't appreciate what was said, it's just that if we let one friendly up, then we kind of have to let more up, and then from there, it just people are looking for debate. So stop getting my mom to call in. Well, she's actually in town right now visiting, but okay. It's kind of weird that you think that nobody would support what we're saying. That's an odd thing to insinuate. All right. Can I come up and not be opposition? Again, I hope everybody's having a really good Thursday so far. Make sure you follow Nemo. Show him a little bit of support, guys. You can give him a little bit of guess. His pay links are in his bio. While they are not needed, they are appreciated. Same goes for me as well. Again, we are looking for anybody that voted for Trump. Make sure you guys at least send in a heart me there at the top, okay? The engagement sort of helps keep us on FYP. The more we're on FYP, the more people we can get in here, more guests and all that. So it does help if you guys can help engage, support, all that fun stuff. How you been, Nemo? How things been with you?
Go ahead.
No, how things been with you?
It's been rough. It's been a very rough last couple of weeks.
Well, you don't have to answer personally or here on TikTok.
Yeah.
Or?
My dad died, so that was.
You say you're dead?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I'm really sorry. Shit.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Rough.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Oh, he was 75.
Gosh.
It was a few days after his birthday.
Oh shit. It's tough, man. Yeah. I know losing a family member is very difficult, very, very difficult. So I hope all's okay on your ends. If you ever want to talk, I'm sure you've had a bunch of people reach out. You're always welcome to talk. Yeah.
Didn't mean to bring down the mood, but it's been rough. I took a week off, and I was really just trying to be there for my mom and stuff.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, but I mean, tons of people while I was off, they reached out, and so
That's good.
That
really good.
helps. That does
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, no, it is nice. Yeah, that happened with my brother as well when he passed, and a lot of people reached out. Not that really made me feel any better, but it was nice to know that people, are there and all that.
A lot of the time, it's just being like seeing, the interaction. That is, it does help in some way. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the day either one of my parents pass. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Either one. I'm pretty close. I'm a little bit closer with my mom than dad, but nonetheless, I'm close with both. It's not gonna be fun. So.
Yeah. But Coach in the chat had said something weird. It was they said Northwest Indiana gas was $2.89. It was like $5 under Biden. I don't know if it would have been that high in that area, but also you specified November of 2022.
Yeah,
so that's the peak with Biden. So
it wasn't even November. It was June of 22, and I don't know about the area, but June of 22 nationwide it was 503. Hey, MAGA, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, I just need to know your age before we move forward. How old are you?
45.
Cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Cool. So he constantly said that on day one he would lower gas and grocery prices. Why hasn't he done so?
I don't care about that. That's not why I voted for Trump.
Okay. Why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump for one reason alone. I want the Insurrection Act, and it's coming. So I'm getting what I voted for.
Can you tell us what the Insurrection Act is?
Well, it's pretty much martial law. It's just them getting control.
Control of what?
I don't need to know the exact definition to want it.
Well, yeah, you probably need to know something to want that.
No, I don't need to. The fuck do I need to for?
Well, how can I want something if I don't know what it is?
I didn't know what boba was, but I wanted one. I tried it and I liked it.
Okay. I just don't understand how you can want something but not know what it is. What if the Insurrection Act is something you don't like?
It's pretty much martial law. That's what it pretty much is.
Okay, and then what would happen from there?
They'd get control of these liberal rioters. There'd be no more riots. That's what I want. There'd be peace in the streets.
Really? You think that
and
would happen?
if people chose to resist and they chose to not listen, well, they'd get put down. That's how it goes.
Okay.
That's what I want.
How would the Insurrection Act lead to that?
Well, I mean, we need to charge the left with treason. That's one
for
thing.
What? How would they be charged for that?
How would they be charged with it? Through the court?
Yeah, but like, what did they do that was treason?
Supporting domestic terrorism.
What's domestic terrorism?
Black Lives Matter, all your little riots that you've had, all that was domestic terrorism. And we can prove you supported it through your social media, hence the reason why we're building data centers so we can go through it, and your voter ballot, which you signed and handed to the United States government.
Cool. Okay, cool. So we can get into if that were the case. However, though, so who would you charge specifically? Anybody that voted for a Democrat or?
Everybody that voted for them. Supporting
How would
treason
that work, though?
or supporting domestic terrorism is treason. All you got to do is merely support it.
How would that be proven in court that they supported that just by simply voting for another
Your voter
Democrat?
ballot and your social media.
Okay.
You're dealing with the United States government, not the Republican voters. You're not fighting us.
Okay. I don't know, Nemo, if you have anything to say to this guy.
That's awesome. Okay. So you like a police state?
I mean, you can, if you want to call it that, whatever. But
I mean, what else would it be called?
A police state. I mean, it's not going to really be affecting Republicans. We're not the ones rioting, but we're good.
Well, I guess unless it's January 6th, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't give a fuck about January 6th. We care about J6.
Well, that was rioting.
No way.
You can't say people are rioting and then say it's a bad thing, and then when you are called out for a riot,
you can't start a fight and then expect us to care when we fight back. That's saying, well, Osama bin Laden attacked the Trade Center, but y'all took Osama bin Laden's life. Okay, so.
Okay. Yeah.
And your point?
That's not quite how that works.
Wouldn't that be giving permission to domestic terrorism, basically.
That's not domestic terrorism. It's perfectly within our oath. Any enemy, foreign or domestic, it seems to be
Our
that the
oath?
left
Oh, you're
forget
part
what
of
the
the
word
military.
domestic means.
You're part of the military?
I was military police. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
So any enemy, foreign or domestic. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So
Expect a visit from who?
Shouldn't you be fighting for the Constitution, right? Shouldn't that be? Yeah.
I am.
So
Constitution dictates that you're a terrorist.
Okay.
Where does it dictate that?
In the Constitution, it says supporting domestic terrorism is treason, and punishment for treason is death. That's the Constitution, Bubba.
Does it say that?
That's the Constitution, Bubba. I hate to tell you, but it is.
Where does it say that? You can keep calling it Bubba. That doesn't make what you're saying
following
true,
the
though.
Constitution.
Yeah, where does it say that in the Constitution specifically? I'll pull it up. I got a computer right here.
Following the Constitution, dog.
Tell me where it says it. I will pull it up right now.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, I know. Tough question. Very tough question. Guys, we can get to new guests at 50,000
y'all
likes.
think that this is going to help you. I don't
Where is
think
it in
it's
the
gonna help you
Constitution?
very much.
Where is it in the
You think you're going to
Constitution?
be able to sit in court and say, well, I'm being charged with treason. Where does it say in the Constitution that I
Where
should
is
get
it in the
charged with treason?
Constitution?
I don't think
Yeah,
that's going to help you.
Mega. Where is it in the? You're saying it's in the Constitution. Tell us where. That's it.
I'm not a fucking genius. Am I claiming to be the sharpest tool in the shed? I can't quote shit.
Well, don't claim it's
I'm
in the
just telling
Constitution
you.
Then don't claim it's in the Constitution. Then if you can't say
that
where it
is
is.
the Constitution, Bubba.
Where?
Like it or
Where,
not.
dude? Then
The
tell us
Constitution
where.
dictates that we
Tell
end
us
the
where.
lives of terrorists.
Tell us
If
where.
you're guilty of treason,
MAGA,
you're
tell
charged
us where.
with
We're not going to
punishment
move
of
past
death.
this. Hey, we're not going to move past this. Where is it in the
Well, then I guess
Constitution?
we ain't moving past it, Bubba. But the fact of the matter is, you're a part of the left, you're the enemy, and we're just getting rid of y'all. That's all it is.
Okay, but it's
be
not
all
in the
right.
Constitution then. Then it's not in the
It is
Constitution
in
then.
the
'cause since you-
Constitution.
Then where?
Okay, so treason's not illegal.
Where in the Constitution is it? Just show
Treason's
us.
not illegal.
MAGA,
So you're
where
claiming
in the
that
Constitution
treason
is
is not
it?
illegal.
Tell us
You don't
where.
think treason is a crime.
Tell us where in the Constitution it says that.
I'm going to ignore you
treason
just
is
like
a
you're
crime.
ignoring me, Bubba.
Treason is a crime. So is
Exactly.
speeding, and speeding is not in the Constitution.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be, would it?
Yeah, that's the point. So again, dude, you swore an oath to the Constitution.
And I'm following that oath.
To defend the oath.
you are
No,
not
you're not.
following
Yeah, and the left became the enemy.
The left became the enemy?
Yeah, the left chose to be
Propaganda.
domestic terrorists. That's not our fault.
Dude, you've been heavily propagandized. This is crazy.
No, I haven't. This is my first
I
election
wouldn't expect for you to
ever.
admit it. People who are propagandized don't admit that they are. They don't even know they are. So
Bubba,
sure, you're gonna say that.
propaganda had nothing to do with your riots.
Okay.
Nothing to do with your fucking riots.
Hey, who's committed
We
more?
watched your riots
hey,
on TV. We
what-
didn't need
what-
Trump to tell us you were rioting.
Hey,
We
MAGA.
didn't need
Hey,
Trump to expose you. It was all on TV.
Hey, shush, shut the fuck up. Who has committed more crime in the United States
I don't
via
give a
their
fuck.
political
I
MAGA,
don't care.
right wing or left wing
Don't
ideology?
care. Well, then how about this? Get your president, Kamala Harris, to classify
She's
us
not a
as
president.
terrorists.
Not a
Oh,
president.
wait.
She's not a
He's
president.
not
She's not a
president.
president.
Trump is,
MAGA,
right?
MAGA. Right wing or left wing ideology? Who has committed more violence over the last
I don't give a
quarter?
fuck. I
quarter
don't
century?
care. I don't
Well,
care.
no, this is your whole argument. You can't make an argument saying the left wing is so violent and so this and that, and then when I pose you a question, say you don't care about that very topic. You can't have it both
Osama
ways.
bin Laden
You
would
cannot have
said
it both.
that we
Stop
were
bringing up
evil.
Osama bin Laden. Who has committed more crime, the left wing ideology or right wing
Well, you're no
ideology?
different
Just
than
answer the
Osama
damn
bin Laden,
question.
Bubba.
Hey, if the question was in your favor,
Dude,
you would have
you're no
answered it by now.
different than Osama bin Laden.
You would have answered. Yeah, sure.
You're no different than Osama bin Laden, Bubba. That's just what it is.
Sure.
You're not our fellow Americans anymore. You're terrorists.
Okay.
Right.
All right, man. Well, good luck with all that. Watch, somebody in the comments is going to say he owned you guys. Just waiting for one of those comments.
I gotta say, that is a first. You're
I
just
had not
like
heard that.
Bin Laden. Like, wow. Wow.
Well, I would love for anybody to come up to tell us where in the Constitution it says that. Maybe you can answer the question that he couldn't answer, that he conveniently couldn't answer. Maybe you can also tell us who has committed more crime by their ideology, left wing or right wing, and provide stats to back up what you're going to say. None of you guys are going to do that. If you're enjoying live, click the follow button on the top left of TikTok. Give Nemo a follow. If you're watching on the tube, if you can subscribe, show Nemo a little bit of support, guys. A little bit of gifts go a long ways. Pay links are in the bio. Same for me. And let's get to the next. Tio, how you doing?
Oh, hey, there we are. Oh,
Hey, I just need to
finally
know your age,
accepted.
sir.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I just need to know your age, sir. How old are you?
I'm 55.
Sounds good, sir. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
Can I say HE doubles hockey sticks now?
No, I mean that's fine. I am only looking for Trump supporters, people to debate with, so it doesn't sound like.
No, everybody keeps doing this. Why?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I,
It's just the way the live streams
I
are. I
think
apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you
wow.
down. Listen, listen, man. I'm sorry. You got to respect the boundaries, though. There are lives where they have people come up with similar political views and they have conversations. You're welcome to join those. This is just a debate live, so that's the reason why. Don't take it personally. Having said that, let's get to the next guest, please. Yeah, Banana, you can come up. Oh, and there you are. What's up, Banana? How you doing? Hey, before we move forward, I just need to know your age.
I'm 28.
Alrighty, what do you got?
The stats. You were asking for the stats earlier. I'm big on stats.
Is this what I asked about who's committing more violence by their political ideology? Okay, cool. What do you got?
It's right-wing individuals by 76%.
Yes, you would be correct on that. Yeah, wasn't expecting you to agree with us, but let me go ahead and bring it on. I do appreciate that, but I am looking for us. But I do appreciate
no, that's all. You wanted the stats. I'm so sorry.
No. You're good. Take care. That is true. And that is by the part of the FBI and DHS, I believe. Let me pull up where we're. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, apparently there's like another source. I was not aware of the data that I think you're looking for. I want to say it was like the for some reason I want to say the abbreviation was like NEJ or something like that. I can't remember. It's not. I think it uses FBI and DOJ stats, but like the study itself, it's like
is this okay?
It's like the Institute for the Study of Crime or something like that. I can't remember.
So I see there's the Global Terrorism Database, who also has data on this as well. Let me try to find what you're looking for, though.
I know that the one that I reference all the time is the Cato one. The Cato Institute, they did their own study.
Yeah, no, it is something like 70-something% of it over the last quarter century has been by right wing ideology. So it doesn't really look good for those on the right.
They seem really mad. Really angry individuals.
Does Mr. Nice Guy ever do anything besides just go into like the comments and just say stupid shit and then go to a different live? That's all he ever does, it seems. Does he ever do any live streams? You know who he is, right?
I've never heard him. I don't think I've ever heard him talk. I've definitely seen him in the chats before.
Yeah, that's all he ever does.
Hey, Queens. Hey, Queens. You guys are an item? Huh? I heard you guys are going out for Pride Month, both of you.
Okay. Do you want to have a debate?
Hey.
Do you want to have a debate? Do you want to have a debate?
You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk to a real man with some bass in their voice.
Do you have a whole lot of bass? Sure.
Yeah. You want me to talk like this? Did you paint your nails, both of you? You going on a nail date?
You want to have a debate?
You two?
Do you want to have a debate?
For Pride Month. Yeah. Happy Pride
Mr.
Month,
Nice Guy,
guys.
would you like to have a debate? Would you like to have a debate?
I am. Happy Pride Month.
Cool. What a weird dude. All right.
What is a nail date?
I don't know. A date where you get your nails done, maybe? Possibly?
Go get manicured.
Talk about living rent-free in his head. You can tell the left in general lives rent-free in his head. Considering almost any time I do a live stream, he'll pop in for like a comment or two, say something stupid like that, and then go wherever else he does. I think he just does that. He just goes in all different live streams and just does that all the time.
Yeah, I was definitely getting some Jersey Shore Guido vibes
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
he's from that area or something like
Probably
that.
pissed off. He's like having mood swings after his cycle. They told
Long
me to do
Island.
this thing,
That
this
sounds right.
Clomid. I don't know what the fuck the Clomid is. I'm gonna fucking cry. Like, what the fuck?
I do know what Clomid is, actually. Ghost, how you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great. I just need to know your age first. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So he said he was going to lower gas and grocery prices on day one. Why hasn't he done that?
I don't know, like, what's going on in your state, but gas has dropped over $1 where I live.
Since he came into office?
Since he's been in office, yeah.
Really? What state do
Within
you
the
happen to be in?
first,
What state?
I live in Pennsylvania. I live over in
Pennsylvania.
the greater Philadelphia area. When he
Okay,
first came into office, it was
Uh-huh.
about like 380, 390 a gallon. Jumped up to about like 470 was the highest we've seen it. And it's back down to like 360, 370 now.
Okay, so I'm looking at Pennsylvania's state average currently. So in the beginning of 2025, when he came into office, it was about 330. Again, statewide average. Currently, it's 402.
I hear you. Like that's why I said I'm not sure wherever you're over
No,
at.
no, no. This is Pennsylvania. I'm looking at Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, but yeah, you understand like Pennsylvania is a big state,
Statewide.
right?
Right. So statewide, nation, like the average when he came into office, it was 330-ish, give or take, and it's currently about 402 statewide. So
I hear what you're saying. You're looking at an average for the whole state, and I'm more giving you an average just for my local
I have a
area
hard
where I
time
live.
believing that your specific area went down and everywhere else it went up. I have a very
I
hard
mean,
time believing that.
I mean, I can prove it to you. I mean, I can go hop in my car, go to 7 different gas stations right now, and show you that the highest gas price you're going to find is $3.79.
Sure. So where do you mind telling me at least the nearest city where you are? You don't have to tell
Yeah, you could
specifically where
check
you are.
Bucks County, Montgomery County, Middletown Township, Allentown, Abington.
This only gives me like I got Allentown here. Let's look at Allentown. Same thing. So yeah, Allentown, January when he came into office, it was about 320-ish. It's 377 in Allentown right now. Thanks, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so it's still up in Allentown. Again, there's no way that everywhere else it went up and in your area it went down. What's likely
Hey,
happening
nah,
is that you're having selective memory here. You're probably remembering the most expensive time at that time when you came in office and thinking about the cheapest one right now, right? But
oh
I've a
yeah,
hard, but still, I highly doubt even that were to be the case because again, I am pulling it up in Allentown. You told me, and it's still 60, 70 cents more expensive now.
I mean, dude, I can only judge like based off what I see. You know what I mean?
Is it
I can't.
possible? Yeah, but is it
Go ahead.
possible that like you're not accurately detecting what the gas prices were? There's no way because There's no way that you remember exactly what it was in January when you came into office last year.
No, you're absolutely right. I have no. I could not tell you that.
Okay, so do you think possibly it was lower than what you were insinuating when you came into office?
Yeah, it very well could
Okay.
have been.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because again, in Allentown when he came into office, it was about between 310 and 320 or so.
Yeah.
So
310 is harder for me to believe. I could believe around like 340, 350. I haven't seen a gas station be at 310 for a gallon of regular since I've been like 16 years old. Like that's been a while.
I'm just going by the average in Allentown.
I got you.
It was okay. So it's just hard to read this chart. So at lowest maybe about 311 it looks like, and then 327 between 311 and 327 from what I see. I'm looking at Gas Buddy by the way. I want to pull it up.
I got you.
So okay. What about grocery prices?
That one's a little easier. You see, although I'm only 19, I do live in my own apartment by myself. I go food shopping at Giant every week, and it's just gone down. Like I buy the same stuff. I don't really buy eggs. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't tell you what the price on a dozen eggs is right now. Milk has gone down. I buy a full shopping cart for like a week, 2 weeks, and last week I filled up my whole shopping cart with basic necessities, toilet paper, paper towels, stuff like that, milk, and it was $2.75 for my whole cart. A month before that, it was about maybe 300.
Okay. So,
It's just it varies.
okay, guys, we can get to a new guest at 70,000 likes. By the way, so grocery inflation currently is almost at 3%. So, how did groceries go down if grocery inflation's at 3%?
What's that?
Grocery inflation's roughly at 3%. How did it go down?
Hey, look, hey man, I can only give you like based off what I've seen. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, and guys, I don't think he's like
To my grocery
consciously
store.
lying. I don't think you're consciously lying. I think you're incorrect. I think you're just. I think we all have biases, right? Like we want the president that we voted for to do the things that they said, and it's easy for us to just selectively think of things to be able to fit said bias. And I think that's all you're doing right now. I think that's really what you're doing. There's no way that you tracked exactly the same products that you got at that time, and you're tracking it now, like product by product, and that it went down because groceries just don't go down. That's not a thing that happens.
You're right. I'm not like I'm not gonna like I don't put shit in my cart and then go oh, all right, well this is $12 this week, so I'll buy this.
Right.
Kind of like gotta buy it regardless of the price. You know what I mean?
Right. So I think having said that, there's no way you can accurately judge that. And given again the fact that groceries do never go down over time, and we can see grocery inflation's at near 3%, I think more likely than not you're misremembering. If I'm being as generous as possible, if I'm being as least generous as possible, you're lying.
You got some people in your chat saying I'm lying about voting. I just want to go ahead and clear it up for you real quick. I turned 20 in about a month. When I was 18 years old, I was eligible to vote for Trump because you can pre-register to be a voter 2 months before you turn 18. And I just want to let you know.
That's fine. Serena, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. It says, hold on, did Guest just say he has a full shopping cart for $2.75 every 2 weeks for one person? That's insane. Thank you, Serena. Thank you so much. W Serena in the comments. Yeah, that is a little. $2.75?
Yeah, $2.75 was what I paid last week. I think if I go on my bank, I think the exact number is going to be like $2.71 and some change.
This is for a week? 1 week? What's 1 week's worth?
Yes, sir.
So you're spending over $1,000 a month on groceries?
Yeah, give or take.
I think you probably could be shopping a lot better, man. That's a crazy amount to be spending.
It really does depend. You know what I mean? I make breakfast, I make lunch, I make dinner, and then I eat. You know what I mean?
Do you have kids or a spouse or a partner?
Nah, dude. I do have a girlfriend. We come over, we make food. There's stuff in my house for her. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. That's a lot to be spending. Either you're eating like 20,000 calories a day, or you're just not shopping as probably as good as you probably could.
Hey, that may be the case. You know what I mean? I more prefer, when it comes to like necessities, food, gas, things that you use on your everyday life. I'm not really too worried about the price tag. I kind of just need those things. You're absolutely right. I could I cut some things out and buy some cheaper alternatives? Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, if that's stuff I like to eat, that's stuff I eat, and food something I need to keep going, I'm just gonna have to make do and buy. You know what I mean?
Okay, guys, remember 70,000 likes, new guest. Nemo, anything else you wanted to say to him?
Yeah, I agree with Doug. I think that you're kind of misremembering the whole price situation with gas. With food, things are more expensive. They just are compared to what they were a year ago. And was that your motivation for vote for Trump? Like, was it the gas and groceries?
No.
Oh, okay.
So here, like, we'll kind of branch off a little bit. I'm pretty invested in like trading, in a sense. You know what I mean? I'll buy a stock of a company and then I let it sit. I've been doing that since I was 16. Just doing it under my grandpa. It's kind of just what I do. It's what I like to do. But the reason I vote for Trump is just because of like the impact he has on our trade market. He'll go on True Social and he'll say some shit that'll piss some people off, and you'll have a stock of a company that'll get jeopardized by what he say due to foreign affairs that'll slam down to the ground, and then 2 weeks later, it's all whoop-de-doo, and he's good with them again, and that stock goes flying back up. It's unfortunate. He's a shitty person. He's a shitty guy. I would never be friends with the dude, but the things he could do for me to make money are just insane, and it's just unfortunately the truth.
So are you like day trading, or are you just?
No, sir. I don't day trade.
Okay, so like, as far as I guess your main job, you're not like buying and selling stocks for a living.
Nah, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
I do HVAC for a living.
Okay.
All I ever think of when I hear HVAC, by the way, is what's his face, Jeff HVAC.
Right,
Jeff.
dude.
All I ever think of now when I hear HVAC. Go ahead, sir.
Legit. So, do you just hold on to the stocks? Like, have you sold any of them? Or?
So here's what I'll do, right? It depends. Like I was using Investopedia for a while. I'll create a portfolio. Amazon, Apple, they're like pretty much my go-to, just because like they're companies I use a lot. They're companies I pay attention to, so it's really easy to gauge the stock for myself. A great example, when Trump got in, and I don't know if you remember when good old Mark had to start shipping his iPhones to like the Middle East, and he took like a plane full of like 1 million iPhones over there. It's shit like that, you know what I mean? So when that happened, Apple's stock dropped because a lot of people doubted the fact that Apple would be able to make their next their next phone, or either their next product.
Oh, I think we might have lost him.
You there, man? Ghost? Did he say Mark? Mark who?
Yeah, I'm confused on that one.
Guys, remember, 70,000 likes. We can get to new guests. We're almost there, actually. I am only looking for opposition. Corey, I think I see you in there. I know typically I'm finally you on up. I'm just trying to keep the friendlies to a minimum. I just try not to have more than one up ish at a time. But hope you're doing well, though, Corey. All right, let's get to the next one, guys. Just opposition, please, for the time being, please. My life. Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm great. I just need to know your age, please.
Oh, I'm 45.
Cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
Oh my God, no.
Okay, I am only looking for Trump supporters, so I assume there's nothing you want to do.
Well, let me just hold on real quick, if I can. One of the reasons I'm jumping on is you guys use the word Guido, and I'm an Italian American.
Is that like a thing we shouldn't say, or what?
Wait, is that like a slur? Oh God,
I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
I know there is a slur for Italians, and it's not that. But I'll look up if it's actually a slur.
If it is, yeah, then that's fine. Kat, how you doing? Kat, are you there? Okay, Kat.
Oh no!
All right.
I got the wrong.
All right. Well, let's get to the next one. No, listen, guys. If we ever say anything that wrong or whatever, definitely please call us out. I don't want to speak for Nemo, but I assume he would agree. Just absolutely.
Yeah, I'm reading about it now. Yeah, it's an ethnic slur. Shit.
We are not perfect by any means, so please do call us out. Ghost, I think was it Ghost up earlier or no? That sounds familiar. Or maybe they were in a request box.
So.
All right. No, you wouldn't be trying to police. That's fine. I mean, tone policing is a different thing. If you say something that happens to be a slur, please do let us know. I'd rather not continue to say something that's a slur, say something that's offensive. I always would want you guys to let us know. This was the guy we were just talking. Sorry, guys.
Wait,
I'm
really?
So bad at remembering. I guess I'm so bad at remembering. I'm not really paying attention to the name a whole lot when I'm talking to them. I remember the conversations. I remember what we say. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm the same way, dude.
I don't. I mean, I recognized the profile picture. That was it. Why did the Jersey Shore use it constantly? Well, listen. Assuming it is a slur, and it sounds like it is based on what people have said and what Nemo looked up. Just because a certain group says it, or of that group says it, right? Like there's groups that say,
yeah, it's like
yeah.
There was one thing that I had to sit there because, like, when Jersey Shore was on, I guess would have been like what 2011. I had to like get real close to the TV and try to read lips because they were saying something. They were talking about like a tank top, like a dude's tank top, and they were like saying something that for whatever reason MTV was bleeping out. Like they were calling it something that MTV felt the need to bleep out, and so I had to like sit there and try and read their lips. And so basically whatever the word was, it was the word and then T. And it took me like a solid 10 minutes to like try and suss it out. Apparently whenever you
was a wife beater? Was a wife beater?
No, it was not wife beater. So it's Guinea.
Oh,
so Guinea plus T. Apparently that is offensive or something.
Yeah, no, that word. Yeah, that word I believe. The only reason why I know that word is from The Sopranos, and I think that's not a. Yeah,
is that also a slur for Italians?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
believe,
confused. I know
what?
it from I know it from The Sopranos, so I believe it is. I could be wrong though. So
I've only ever known like the one slur for Italian Americans or like Italians, which is like, I guess the old one starts with a W. Only ever known
it's it's a derogatory American ethnic slur directed at people of Italian descent. Yeah, looks like it. So. WAP is not. WAP is something else.
No, that is the slur.
What? God damn it! Did I say? I was thinking the song WAP.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that technically the one that like it is actually a slur for that is like the old school one, like the bad one. I think that it's spelled W-O-P.
without papers. I see. I was thinking wet ass.
Right.
Without it would be WAP W-O-P. Somebody said W-A-P. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. All right, cleared it up, guys. Thank you. Jesus. Educational live here, right?
Right. The Museum of Slurs.
You ever see that video of Ben Shapiro reading the lyrics of that song?
Oh my god, dude! It's just so cringe.
Yeah, you guys can cancel me. That's fine. Wow.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, you were aroused. Like, man, really, Ben, really.
I'm just gonna play him rapping it. Somebody made a remix of it. I'm gonna play it in a second. Guys, keep tapping and sharing though. We are looking for opposition. If you voted for Trump, or even if you're an independent and support Trump, you can hit the request button at the bottom.
8 hours of release. It's a deeply important piece.
Oh wait, this is not
we should all pay attention to. It is deeply empowering. They need my wife's medical advice that they go.
Oh my god, get to it.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Hold up. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P-word. Make that pull-out game weak. P-word. P-word is female genitalia. It continued along these lines. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P-word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P-word. Give me everything you got for this wet ass P-word. I mean, a bucket and a mop?
I don't think that's getting any woman wet, him saying that. I don't think he's ever gotten a woman wet, so I think that that's why he's probably confused by it, He's like, I've never seen that be wet before.
I want to say that like I've seen him, like a picture of him and his wife, and I mean she was a pretty woman, but surely like he's got to be in like some kind of character or something.
Yeah, I gotta look up what his wife. Hey, Bozo, how you doing?
Douglas, you're still at it, aren't you? So what's today's not Health and Fitness Day? It's Make Fun of Trump Day. Is that what you're doing? That's what you're still up to?
Yeah, do you want to debate on that?
Did you forget about Biden's gas prices and inflation? Did you look at the market? Do you trade? Do you look at your 401k? Do you have any Do you
Yeah,
handle
we can
your
talk about
per-
that. That's fine. We can talk about that. That's cool. So,
let's talk about the markets. Can we talk about the markets?
well, yeah, we can get to that in a second. But did Trump say that he was going to lower gas and grocery prices on day one?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Okay, and are gas and grocery prices cheaper now than when he went into office?
Well, they were lower. They were far lower than with Biden. But you want to pull out a chart and talk about that and pivot to that and talk
Well, it's
about
not a
that.
pivot. No, but in order for him to lower them, he has to lower them from when he went into office. You can't lower them retroactively.
The only thing I don't understand and don't agree with is if we're pump oil, or drill baby drill or whatever, what Hormuz has to do with our gas price. I know what it does here in Chicago that J.B. Pritzker, in an attempt to make Trump look bad, added in the middle of the night, added 5 cents per gallon tax.
All right.
So if you shut that off,
That's fine. That's fine. But gas and groceries aren't cheaper than when Trump came into office. Okay, it's just not. So he didn't lower them. Okay, and when Biden left office, all of those were lower than they are now.
Did he raise them? He did not with avocados.
Trump doesn't control the prices of avocados.
What did he raise the prices of? And he purposely did it because he wanted to penalize all of us.
No, stop, Bozo, stop. The point is, presidents don't control these things, but he ran on saying that he would, and people fell for it. And I want people to hold him accountable.
That's fair. That's fair. But I think that and I would say, and I'm probably might be wrong, I believe that presidents and what they do and say do have influence on the prices of things.
It can indirectly sometimes, sure. So what did he do? Well, but nothing's even cheaper now anyway. So even if he did influence them, it would be influence them in a negative direction.
I go back to Biden had inflation cranked up to 9%, buddy. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Just who's better for the economy, Biden or Trump?
Well, how do we measure the economy?
As a whole, fuel prices, the good and the bad, throw it all in there. The markets, the Dow hit 52,000 yesterday.
Yeah, but the stock market has gone up under every single president. There hasn't been a single president in recent times where the stock market has not gone up.
I'll give you that.
All right. So, but how do we measure the economy though? Because surely there's not one stat that would dictate how the economy is doing. There's got to be like an accumulation of stats, right?
I certainly I day trade. I've been in business for myself since I was 17. I'm 55. I got a pretty good handle, but I'm not anywhere close to measuring the economy. However, it doesn't take a genius to understand clearly that Trump is far better.
Guys, 90,000 likes, new guest, by the way, 90,000 likes. How is he clearly better for the economy?
The trillions of dollars he brought into America from businesses in other countries.
Where's those $1 trillion gone? Where is that happening?
It's promises and motions being taken to invest in America. How about Texas took over California?
Hold on. I want to go over the $1 trillion thing. I do want to go over that because I understand he said that, but where's the proof of that?
Well, I don't have all day to pull up graphs and see things. Let me tell you one proof that I do know is California lost out to the biggest Fortune 500 companies now to Texas, first time ever before. Why are people fleeing New York, Chicago? The owner
we can get to that. That's fine. We can get to that, but you made the claim that he's brought in trillions, and I just want evidence of that because that would be helpful for the economy if he did do that. I just want to see proof that he did.
Another thing I disagree with Trump is his stance on ICE.
But not another thing. Hold on. We can get to other things, but I just want to be able to recap the $1 trillion thing. I want to be able to just finalize that. So if there's no evidence of that, we can't use that in this argument.
I'll get back to that. Stay with me.
All right. What else has he done that's been beneficial for the economy?
The fact I disagree with him with his stance on ICE and all financial and political things with Chicago, where I live, California, and New York. I say if Mandami wants to give He said he was going to give free bus, whatever that ended. I mean, all politicians, let's face it, say things to be elected, and then I feel to give them all, both sides, the benefit of the doubt when they get into office and they realize, wow, shit, I know I promised that, but that's simply not possible. So is it a lie or deception, or is it them not knowing? So to be fair, but
I don't.
so
What
the
do
other,
you? I don't.
I'm
But
saying
hold on.
that
I
point
just
is
want you to prove. But hold on. I just want to be able to go over the economy thing. You said he's better for the economy. I just want to be able to just have you substantiate that somehow.
my point is that I think that he should say, okay, if Brandon Johnson and J.B. Pritzker want to do this, that, and that I disagree with, and Mandami in New York,
Okay.
and Gruesome Newsom in California.
This has nothing to do with the economy. Oh my God. Just go over the economy. I don't want to go over to other stuff. We can talk about the stuff later. But you said he's better for the economy, and I just want to talk about that.
Let them continue to do what they want to do, stay out of it, and you will notice more and more as days go by a distinct difference between
So he
Democrats.
hasn't. Okay. So what you're now saying? Okay. So what you're now saying is that that we have to wait for this to happen. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen.
Now you want to get to the economy when you're done talking, or when you're done talking.
No. You said we have to wait for it. You said we have to wait for it.
I'll clarify one thing. When he wraps up, and it is possible he may not, when he wraps up the Iran situation,
oh my God, dude!
Prices back
Oh my
to
God! But all right. But you said he's better for the economy, and now you're saying it hasn't happened yet, but it will happen. That just contradicts what you previously said.
No, I did not say that. He's been better.
You did say he's better for the economy.
He's far better from the rip, dude. We were holding on by a. If Kamala Harris were to be elected, we would be in a depression.
Okay, that's fine. But again, you're not substantiating how he's better for the economy. That's the only thing I want to go over.
I touched on the trillions of dollars he's brought in. Well, could you prove
But you
it?
haven't proved that. No, but surely that would be able to be proven. Surely that would be able to be proven.
I don't sit on the board of Apple. So all these companies, you CEOs that stood in the Oval Office and made promises to not only the American people but their own country, they're lying. I mean, dude, that's.
Where has he brought in trillions of dollars? That's all I want, man. That's it.
What's that?
He claimed actually 17 to 20 trillion dollars he's brought in.
How much business did Biden? How many? It shows the confidence in our president Trump when these people stand and say, "I'm on board with this guy." Who did that with Biden? Your guy.
You haven't shown that Trump's done it. You haven't shown that Trump's done it.
Name one person that stood up and said they were going to do it. That lied. So all Trump's people, they're all lying, and Trump too, because he's the biggest liar. One person tell me who stood with Biden and said, "I'm with this guy. I'm going to put up."
Where has Trump brought in trillions of dollars? Where has he brought in trillions of dollars? That's all I want, man.
Tell me one person. Let's break it down to the simplest form. Tell me one person that stood with Joe Biden and said, "I stand with this guy. He's amazing. I'm going to put up 200 million, 500 million."
Do you have the evidence? I don't know why you keep pivoting, man. I just want to see where Trump brought in the trillions of dollars. That's it. Nothing else.
I always like to go back to the fact that you believe, and I can't believe it because you seem a little bit smarter than that, but apparently not. You seem to think that Biden and Kamala Harris are better for the country to lead our country than President Trump.
Do you have evidence he's brought in trillions of dollars? Yes or no?
I do believe it. Absolutely.
Okay, then where?
I can't say I've seen it yet. Do you think that
Okay, then don't make that claim. That's all I'm asking. Don't make that claim. That's a fair ask, right? If you can't prove it, maybe don't say it. That's a fair ask.
You've been a gentleman. I got to go to work. Have a great day, and we'll talk.
Oh my gosh. He was trying to run away from that left and right. Left and right, he was trying to run away from that. Does anybody else in the comments believe Trump brought in trillions of dollars? And if so, can you provide evidence? I know he said that. He said like 17 to 20 trillion, I think he said, or whatever. Where has that money gone? I think he said he brought that in via the tariffs. I think that was his claim, if I'm not mistaken. which objectively is not true. Well, hold on. He's also in new foreign and corporate investments, which again we haven't seen that. I just want to show evidence of that. That's it. We are looking for opposition though. Anybody that voted for Trump, if you guys are enjoying live, click the follow button in the top left. Give Nemo a follow. Guys, show him a little bit of support. He's only at 148 coins. If you can show him a little bit more, that would be great. Pay links are in his bio as well. That's another way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Okay, please and thank you. Oh, and also send in your heart me too, okay? There at the top left. It just helps us get on the algorithm, and therefore, we'll have more guests and all that stuff. All right, yes, you're not loading, so we can get to the next one. We're only looking for opposition, guys. Only looking for opposition. Hey, Noah, how you doing? What's up?
I'm all right.
I just need to know your age before we move forward. I just need to know your age before we move forward. All right, cool. And you voted for Trump?
Yes.
Okay. So he said he was going to lower gas and groceries on day one. Why has he not done that?
Well, it's lower now.
Than when he went into office?
We had to get that war done with first.
So gas is lower now than when he came into office?
For me, it is. Yeah. I know the national average is still $1 higher, but me personally...
Did we talk already? Did we talk already?
No, I've never been in your live.
Okay. What state are you in?
Indiana.
Indiana. So you're telling me Indiana, it's gone down since he came into office?
Yeah.
So when he came into office in Indiana, it was about, give or take, 285-ish. It's currently 330 in Indiana. Statewide.
Yeah, I don't know if it was really that low when he came into office. I
have the data right here. I have it right here. It was 285.
Does it tell you what town it's from?
It's Indiana. This is the average of Indiana. Now we could go by cities or towns in Indiana if you want.
Can you just go
but I would imagine. No. What's that?
Can you just look up specifically Indianapolis?
Sure. So Indianapolis, the difference is smaller, but there's still a difference. We're looking at 282 versus 328. Actually, not that big of a difference. Yeah. So 282 versus 328. It was basically the same as Indiana's average. So it's 40 cents more expensive. 40 cents more expensive.
That's all I got. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even vote for Trump.
You just said you did though. Oh.
My bad.
That's interesting. Why would you lie about that? That's a weird thing to lie about. Okay. It's an interesting day so far. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. If you're just finding me, if you want to give me a follow, you can click in the top left. If you're watching on the tube, you can subscribe and definitely give Nemo a little follow, show him some support. If you guys can send in the heart me, pay links are in the bio. It's never ever needed, but I do appreciate it, obviously. We don't have anybody in a request box, so mods, if you guys can try to help up and bring up opposition via the comments, that would be helpful. And again, if you are ops, hit a request button. Please. In the meantime, we can continue listening to Ben Shapiro if you guys want.
This sounds like there's something that is going on here that is not biologically normal. And by the way, the song is so unsexy that it frankly sounds like somebody describing what amounts to a serious condition that requires the care of a doctor. Fortunately, I know a doctor, who is my wife. And so I asked her for her medical diagnosis. And she looked at the lyrics herself. And after being kind of appalled by them, obviously, there are a few sort of giveaways here. So first of all, a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word. So first of all, she had to clarify whether wet-ass P-word was a description of the P-word or whether one of the clinical symptoms here was also diarrhea. Bring a bucket and a mop. So this suggests...
He thinks it's a medical condition if women get wet. It's a medical condition.
Yeah.
Here's the remix.
I said certified free. 7 days a week. Wet ass P-word. Make that pull out game week. Yeah. You happen with some wet ass P-word.
All right, that's enough. I can only do that for so long. Sorry, Jax. I'm sorry. All right. Ops, where you at? Come on up. Let's have some debates. His wife told him, yeah. He never fails to take the opportunity to mention his wife as a doctor. He mentions it all the time, every fucking chance he gets. Like, we get it, dude. You're with a doctor. Cool. The trade wise. Oh man. Oh, I was wearing. Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I was wearing my Fight Ice gym shirt to the gym yesterday, working out, and this one dude was giving me the dirtiest looks. Like he was like mean mugging me the whole time. Like, and he was an old white dude, of course. And like he couldn't stop like trying to stare me down. It was like the funniest thing. Like he was very, very angry by it. What's up, guys? What's up, Eddie? How you doing? Let's get to the next one. Oh, B, I think you're requesting by accident. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you. Okay.
Does he get mad whenever he hears the song "Breaking the Law" by Jesus Priest? Like, I mean, how many songs are about fuck the police? There's so many songs, literally every genre.
Yeah, right. Hello, Cuz. How you doing? Remember Coke in the White House? Yeah. So horrible. The worst thing. It's weird that that's what you selectively choose to get angry at. But
right?
Nothing else. Nothing else. Coke in the White House. Awful. Guys, newsflash. People in power do Coke. Newsflash.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Tommy, thanks for the $1 on Venmo. Says, I'd rather drag my balls through rusty wire and broken glass than listen to Ben Shapiro talk about WAP. Thank you, Tommy. W Tommy in the comments.
I mean, you'd have a medical condition by the end of that.
Yeah, you would. Worth it,
You would
maybe.
need a
I don't
bucket
know.
and a mop.
2 months until pumpkin spice. This is true. Very true. Pumpkin spice time. What do Americans think of Israel? We actually had a conversation about that just earlier with the guests. We had like probably a 15-minute conversation. Coke is cool in the White House. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying the fact that you're surprised by it is crazy.
Don Jr. exists. Like, that guy is very clearly on some stuff. He's got a habit. Don Jr. talks like 1,000 miles a minute.
I mean, there's been so many clips of him
every
like
now and then, and
gumming his teeth with it's just or gumming his whatever.
I mean, it's just weird. Like, that's a thing.
Guys, my point is, I just think there's probably better things to worry about than somebody doing coke. Is it something probably people should maybe not do? Yeah, but like, I just think there's probably bigger things to tackle than that. That's sort of the point. Like,
to the people that are just there shouldn't be people doing substances in the White House. Probably the same people who would say, oh, well, JFK, that's back when the presidency, blah, blah, blah. Like, they would romanticize JFK. They would probably say, yeah, he was an idealistic, good president or whatever. JFK was on all the substances. There's a picture of JFK. I don't, are you using Studio or just your phone?
Well, I'm on my tablet, so yeah.
Is it easy for you to put up an image or not?
No, I can. I have to share my screen or show my screen. We can do this. Okay. Let me get to this.
Yeah.
Let me get to this guest.
Sure.
J-Ro, how you doing?
Great. How about you guys?
I'm doing well. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
39.
Okay. And did you happen to vote for Trump or at the very least support him?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. Okay, so he said he was going to lower gas and groceries on day one. Why hasn't he done that?
Well, I mean, we all know it wasn't going to happen on day one. I think we all have a brain. It's going to take a little bit of time after that disaster.
Yeah, well, even a year and a half in, it still hasn't happened.
And remember, president doesn't control the gas prices. I heard
Right,
that
so
for
then
4 years.
Correct. So why did
now
he?
that goes out the window.
Correct. Well, no, J-Ro. Let's talk about nuance here. Yeah,
I
typically
heard
that
it
would be the case.
every
Well,
day
hold
for
on.
4
Yeah.
years from you.
So let's talk. So let's talk about that. Typically, that would be the case. That they don't directly control. Now, indirectly, they can. But surely you would agree that what we've done with Iran obviously has raised the gas prices. Even if you
And
think
you
we should be there,
didn't.
clearly it's raised it, right?
So you didn't listen to Trump
Yes
talking?
or no, J-Ro. Just yes or
Yeah,
no.
but COVID did too, right? So that was your excuse. This is my excuse. So, oh
Hold on. These
well,
aren't
oh
excuses.
well.
This
Eye
is
for an
hold on.
eye, I
Hold on.
guess.
Time out. These aren't excuses. We
They
have to
are
talk about
excuses,
nuance.
sweetie.
J-Ro.
They are.
Slow down. Okay. It's a
You're the
direct
one
action of Trump.
rambling, not me.
Okay. It's a direct action of Trump. Right. That gas has gone up. A needless war at that. Now, can you tell me what Biden did to raise gas prices?
Nothing. He did nothing. He spoke another language, and you guys
What
didn't
did he
give a
do to raise
crap.
gas
You guys
prices?
thought he was
Nothing doesn't
great.
raise gas
So let's not
prices.
even talk
J-Ro,
about Biden.
nothing
Okay.
doesn't raise gas prices. Nothing doesn't raise gas prices.
Okay. Can
So
I
please
ask
try
you a
again.
question? Did you
No,
listen
tell me
to
what he
Trump
did.
talk
Tell me
about
what he
oil?
did to raise gas prices. And if you don't have
Did
the answer, say
you?
you don't have the answer. What did he do to raise gas prices?
What did Biden do? He didn't do anything
Yes.
to lower it. That's for sure. So you're asking
Okay.
Trump to
Hold
do
on.
the same thing
So
Biden
hold
didn't
on.
do,
Oh my
right?
God.
Right?
Can you answer the question, J-Ro? Did he or did he not raise gas prices, Biden?
Biden.
Yes.
They
Did
sure
he
did
raise
go
gas
up. They were
prices?
higher than they are now, and you said
Did he
nothing.
raise gas prices?
Yes, if you're
Answer
going to
the
go
question.
off of the
Great.
same
So
thing
what
with
did he
Trump,
do? So what
yes.
did he do? So what did he do to raise them?
So wait, did Trump raise gas prices?
What did he do to raise them?
What did Trump do?
J-Ro, answer the
Exactly, it's the
question.
same thing.
What
Neither
did
of them
he?
did.
That's not how
Neither.
things work, J-Ro. Okay, this isn't a black and white thing
Neither.
where one answer is applicable to all.
Neither.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Don't
Okay,
crash.
so
Don't crash.
tell me what Biden did to raise gas prices.
I just said neither of them did because
Okay,
president
so
doesn't
you're telling
control
me
the prices, right?
you're telling me us going to war
That's
with
what you
Iran didn't.
said.
So you're
I'm
telling
going off
us
of
going
what you
to
said.
shut up. You're telling us going to a war with Iran didn't raise gas prices?
Did the gas prices go up because of COVID or Biden?
Are you telling us going to war in Iran
It's
didn't
the
raise gas
same
prices?
thing, dude.
Are
It's
you
the
telling
same
us going to
thing.
war
It's
in
the
Iran
same thing.
did us going to war with Iran raise gas prices? Yes or no?
Obviously, you can't be that dumb,
Okay,
right?
perfect. So the answer is yes to that. Okay, cool. So he
Yep.
raised
Can
gas
I
prices
ask
by
you
doing that.
something, or are
Now,
we gonna
what
keep
did
rambling? Because
Biden
I'm
do?
gonna go.
Now, what did
This isn't
Biden
a
do to
two-sided
raise them?
convo, dude. I'm gonna
Because you're
go. You're a
refusing to answer
dictator.
questions.
Because you're a dictator.
Guys,
You're not letting me speak.
100,000 likes, new guest. Yeah, I would if you answered a fucking question.
How about I ask one question because you asked about 10? How about that?
But you haven't answered any of them directly.
I
You haven't
answered
answered any of them
all
directly.
of them.
No,
Directly,
you didn't.
neither president raised the prices. Okay, how's that directly? Neither
No,
did.
that's not okay. Okay, listen.
Shut up! You don't like my answer. Go on.
J-Ro,
Move
that's
on. Stop
not how
crying.
things work. Okay, you can't just apply one answer to all. That's not how it works.
Move
Okay,
on.
no, we're not going to move
Let it
on.
go.
You need to tell us
That's
what
my
Biden do to
answer.
raise
You
them.
don't like it.
What did
I
Biden
can't
do to
help you
raise
don't
them?
like my.
What did Biden do to raise them?
Can I ask my question?
What did
I already
Biden do
answered
to
it
raise them?
5 times.
What did Biden do to raise them? No, you didn't.
Why don't
What
you
did
care
Biden do?
about the oil companies' price gouging?
What
You
did
don't care
Biden
about
do to
that?
raise them? What did Biden do to raise
So you
them?
don't know that the oil
What did
companies are price
Biden do to raise
gouging?
them? What did Biden do to raise them?
Okay, Rain Man, you're really smart.
What
I
did
just
Biden do
answered
to
you.
raise them?
Neither of them did anything. How's that?
You just
okay?
already said Trump did. You already just said Trump did. So we already have that answer locked in.
You
Now
can't
what did
say
Biden do?
president doesn't control gas prices for
J-Ro,
4 years. You can't
J-Ro,
say that.
again. Yes,
You can't.
I can. Yes, I can.
Then you
Because it's not applicable to
say.
all. J-Ro,
Keep saying.
stop it. Stop
Keep
it. Stop it.
Keep
Stop it. You've
keep
already
saying.
admitted that Trump raised them. So
Keep saying it.
you've already admitted it. So what did Biden do?
Keep saying it.
What did Biden do?
Oh my God, dude! Do you have a wife
What did Biden
or a
do?
boyfriend? Because either
What did
one, they
Biden
have
do?
to be so annoyed by you.
What did Biden do to raise gas prices?
He did nothing. He did nothing.
Nothing doesn't raise gas prices. Please answer the question. What
I
did Biden
answered
do
it
to raise
5
gas
times,
prices?
you psycho.
What did
dude.
Biden do to raise gas prices?
Nothing. He didn't do anything. Did he?
Okay, so
did he do anything?
didn't raise them.
Wouldn't you
So
agree?
Biden
Wouldn't you agree?
didn't raise them. So Biden didn't raise them, correct?
Correct. He
Nothing.
didn't. He didn't
So
because
there was no
president
action
doesn't
of it.
control the gas prices. What don't you
But Trump did.
understand?
But Trump did. But you've already admitted Trump did. So by your own answers, Trump raised gas prices and Biden did.
Yep, that's
Thank you.
correct.
Thank
You're
you.
right.
Now we can move on. Now we can move on.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
So what about the oil companies price gouging? You don't care about that? Or you just
What
don't
do you mean?
believe it?
What about price gouging? What about it?
Exxon, Mobil, Shell, they should all be having lower prices, but they're price gouging us. So that's the problem. You didn't know that? They could lower the prices for all of us, and they're not.
They could, and that's why I have an issue with capitalism.
And that's why Trump's investigating them, but that doesn't
That's
make
why
you
I have an
happy,
issue.
does it?
That's why I have an issue with capitalism.
So you don't
have an
care.
issue with capitalism.
So it's not really Trump. It's the oil companies price gouging, right? You didn't know? Do you think the price
what's
oil
Trump doing
companies
to
are
try to
price
lower
gouging?
them? What's
Answer.
Trump trying to
Do
do to
you
lower
think
them?
the oil companies are
Trump-
price gouging? Answer.
I think all companies price gouge. So yes.
Exactly. So that's part of the problem, guys. We all have to admit that.
Sure.
When
So
we were
what's he
paying
doing
$5, of course they're not going to want to lower it right away for us. They can keep stealing our money.
Okay. So then Trump, what is he doing to fix that? So what's he doing to fix
He's
that?
going to investigate them and go after them. You didn't know?
Investigate them. How?
You should
Where's
get
that
on
happening?
TikTok and probably read the news or listen to the news.
Where's this investigation happening?
He just said it yesterday, so it's happening now.
And you believe him, and you think something's going to happen from this.
Well, did Biden ever say he was going to investigate why everything was high? No,
I have an
he
issue
sure
with Biden.
didn't.
I think
so I'm pretty glad that I have a president that speaks.
Biden.
Why can't I speak? No, you
because
interrupt
you're
me.
annoying. Because you're fucking annoying.
Get
That's
manners.
why. I think Biden.
Your mama didn't teach you no manners.
I think Biden wasn't nearly far left enough. He wasn't even on the left. So I have an issue with Biden.
Did you think he was a good president?
I think he was fine considering the time, and I think he was good considering the alternative. Do I have issues with him? Yeah, again, he was way too moderate for my liking. He didn't really do anything that would represent leftism.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
was he? But was he good considering the time? Sure.
Because what did he do? What was your favorite policy from Biden?
Yeah, there was actually very good policy. So there was the PACT Act, and as a veteran, I support that. So they got access to health care from toxic burn pits overseas that they otherwise wouldn't have gotten health care for. I think that was great, giving veterans more health care opportunities via the PACT Act. I thought that was great. So that's
good,
one of
that's
them.
good.
Yeah,
See,
I
we
think
can all
anybody
have
would
our
agree
own
with that.
opinions, and we could all just not hate each other. That's the part that's annoying. Is like
Well-
we're allowed. We could live in a country where we could not have an opinion, you know. So we should all just be grateful we live in America where we're allowed to talk shit about this stuff.
Okay, but the difference is this isn't just
No? Wouldn't
disagreeing
you
on
agree?
this isn't just disagreeing on like innocent stuff, right? Like if we're disagreeing on things that harm people, then I have an issue with that.
Yeah, but you think something harms people and I think something harms people. So like how are we both wrong if we're both actually looking out for the good of people? Let's be real.
What does
Like, do you think MAGA really hates people and wants people destroyed? No. And I don't think you guys do either. But here we are hating each other.
I think some of them do. I think many are just highly
We're
misinformed.
really just playing into the elite's hands because if we
Yeah,
weren't
sure.
fighting, they would be screwed.
So
be
what
honest.
what do Democrats do that's harmful for the average person?
Would you agree that if we weren't fighting, the elites would have nothing?
Which political ideology tends to go after the ultra rich more?
Can you hear my questions too, or no?
Yeah. Which political ideology tends to attack the ultra rich more?
So we just skip over my questions?
Which political
It seems
ideology
like you
tends
just
to
want to
attack?
disagree. That's kind of
Which
what I'm
which
gathering.
political ideology attacks the ultra rich more?
Wouldn't you agree with what I said? You can't answer
I
that one?
agree, but I agree, but who attacks the ultra rich more? What policies
Well,
tend to
considering
go after the ultra rich more?
1%, the 1% pays 40% of our taxes,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot. I mean, how much
Yeah.
more do you want them to pay, guys?
Yes,
So
and
there's not any
leftists.
trillionaires.
1% pays
and
40% of all of
No
our
one,
taxes.
dude. It's nowhere
And you
near
get
enough.
mad about
Hold on,
Trump's
hold
tax
on,
cuts he
hold-
took in
wait,
New
wait,
York.
wait,
Who
wait,
gave those
I
tax
thought you were saying
cuts?
something else.
Hillary
I thought you were saying
Clinton
something else.
gave
Hold on.
Trump those tax
Hold on.
cuts. You do know that, right?
Hold on. Yes, and I have an issue with Hillary. I have
And everybody's
you think I
mad at
love
him
Hillary
for
Clinton?
using the
You
tax
think I love
cuts. Oh
Hillary
my
Clinton? Yeah.
God.
Hold on. The ultra rich do not pay their fair share in taxes, though, at all.
And if the ultra rich love Trump, why do they all hate him? That makes no sense. Like, none of the rich people really like Trump. So really, that
He
makes
has
no
more
sense at
billionaires
all.
in his cabinet than any president in American history.
All rich people do not like Trump, so it really makes zero sense. If that was true,
Then
why wouldn't they all
why
vote for
does
him?
he have more billionaires in his cabinet than any other
Four.
president?
Wow. Wow.
What?
And how many billionaires are there on the earth? Huh? Way more than 4.
I didn't say 4. I said more.
Well, I'm just saying. Think about it, guys. If all the rich
I wish
people
that you would
don't
actually
like him,
think about what I'm saying
think
as
about
opposed
it.
to just
If
rambling.
they are benefiting from Trump.
Guys, 100,000 likes, new guest. Serena, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. Says, how does guests feel about Trump protecting the elites who abused children by blocking the full release of the Epstein files in accordance with the law? Thank you so much, Serena. J-Ro, how do you feel about that?
What's up? I didn't hear it.
How do you feel about Trump
Blocking the
protecting
release? How do I feel about it? Who released the
Yeah.
files? Trump. Like
Yeah,
he
how do
said
you
he
feel
would.
about Trump?
He never
Well,
gave a date.
He didn't. Why do you?
He
How do you
never
feel
gave
about
a
him block?
date.
How do you feel about him? Yeah, no, they had to do it within 30 days of it being signed. They didn't. So how do you feel
Yeah,
about
but
him
you
blocking
guys
that?
say Trump ran on it.
How
right?
do you
Trump
feel
ran on the
about
files,
Trump?
correct?
How do you feel about Trump blocking that?
Are the files out, guys? You're still on it? Why did
No,
you guys take
he
5
hasn't
years
released
to
them. No,
care?
no.
That's my
J-Ro,
question.
he has not released them fully. They have not released them fully
Oh
by
my
any means.
God, guys. Really?
I don't know why
You
you
didn't
can't just
say
say
any
that's
of
a bad
this.
thing.
It's
Why can't you
hilarious.
just say
This is
that's a bad thing?
hilarious. It's hilarious.
J-Ro, why can't you
It's
just say that's a bad
hilarious.
thing? I'm going to use your own argument against me. Why can't we just
Me?
agree that protecting pedophiles is a bad thing?
I'll tell
Protecting
you why.
pedophiles is a
I'll
bad
tell
thing,
you
right?
why. What name did you guys pick out of the Epstein files? Only one. And there was
Oh
way
no, there's
more
plenty in there. There's
people
plenty
than
in there.
Trump.
There's plenty in there.
But
There's
you
plenty in there
focused
that we all
only
can.
on the
There's
one.
plenty in there that
Why?
we can go after. J-Ro, there's plenty in there that we can go after. But regardless,
So if I
why
was
aren't
him, I
you?
wouldn't want
Why
to
aren't
either.
you
Because what are you
attacking
going to
Trump?
do? What's the point? You only are focused on Trump. So why would he want to release more?
There
So
are
you guys
plenty
can
of
just say
people.
Trump, Trump,
Every
Trump.
single person who is in there that did something wrong should have the worst fucking thing possible happen to them. But you're not saying that.
I actually know a lot of the people's names in there, and I bet you don't because you only focus on Trump. That's what I'm saying.
Name
This
3.
is all just for Trump, and that's
Name
not
3.
good. You should be wanting to do this
Name
for
them.
the
Name them.
Give
survivors
3
and the
names,
bad
J-Ro.
people, not just to get Trump. And that's all
Name
you
them.
want. We know. We know.
Name them.
Give 3 names,
Hence
please.
why you know how many times his name was in
Name
there.
Oh my
them.
God,
Name
airhead.
them.
3 names, please.
I can't even hear you guys because you're both
Yes, you
talking at the
can. Shut the
same
fuck up.
time.
Shut the fuck
What are
up. You
you
can.
talking?
Name them. Name
Excuse
them.
you. Grow some
Name
manners.
them.
Did you have a mother
Fuck
growing
off.
up? Did you not have a mom?
Yep.
It's showing because she didn't teach you any manners. Why don't you shut the fuck
Yeah.
up and grow a brain?
Says the one
4
protecting
eyes.
pedophiles. Says the one protecting pedophiles. Oh, 4 eyes. What are we in the 1950s
Wow.
here? What is
Got
this?
him.
1950s? You really got me here with the 4 eyes thing. Really fucking hurt my feelings. Ooh, I got glasses. All right. Well, she got a violation. Good. Perfect
God.
timing, anyways. We had 100,000 likes. 4 eyes, guys. 4 eyes. Oh my gosh, people are insufferable. Hey guys, just a heads up, I do need to be done in like 30-ish minutes. I got a client I have to work out at the gym. Sorry, I would love to keep going, but I got 30-ish minutes, so still got time. I'll plan to raid somebody, but stick around until then, of course. Mr. Hello. Mr. Hello, how are you doing? Going once? Going twice? Okay, cool. All right. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. If you are enjoying the live, click the follow button on the top left. Give Nemo a follow. Show him a little bit of support if you can, please. My pay links are in the bio as well. While it's not needed, I do appreciate it. And if you're watching on the tube, if you can subscribe. Hi, Kayla. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Great. I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
I did not. You.
Okay.
No.
I appreciate.
just wanted to say
I appreciate that answer. I am just looking for Trump supporters, though, people to debate with. Okay.
okay,
Let me.
cool.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and bring you down. Okay. But take care, guys. Please, again, I'm only looking for Trump supporters. Yeah. I. Here's the thing. Again, with letting friendly say something, the issue with that is if I let one go on and say stuff, and I have to let others say stuff, and it's just better if I just say no friendlies. Old lady, how you doing? It's an interesting name. Old lady, how you doing? Okay, cool. Take care. Mods, if you guys can help bring up opposition because we don't have anybody else in a request box, so Let's try to bring somebody else up because we can definitely take. Oops, we can definitely take a few more people up before I have to go. So, all right. Should we continue playing Ben Shapiro? No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. 2 times is enough. That's just mean at that point. That's just mean. Let me find somebody that we can raid, though. Again, I'm still going to be live for another 25 minutes or so, so definitely don't leave yet. RJ is live, so we can definitely go ahead and raid him when that time comes. So if you guys don't already follow him, it's RJO Core. I'm sure most of you guys in here already know who he is, but it's RJO Core, CORE. We will raid him in at that time, okay? In the meantime, we will continue to do debates, okay? No, you're okay, old lady. No worries. No worries. Yeah, RJ's great. Good person to follow. Good debater. He was actually one of the first few people I followed on TikTok. When I joined TikTok a couple years ago, he was just like sort of making videos at that point. I just happened to find him. He didn't really have tons of followers at that time, but I just happened to follow him. So. Was that Nemo?
What source are you using as far as like when you're referencing gas prices? Because I've tried
I use
AAA.
EIA. Yeah. I use EIA about for the monthly prices, monthly and yearly, and then when I'm looking at like states or cities, I use Gas Buddy because Gas Buddy you can look at it by the city and state specifically. I'll only use AAA when I look at today's gas prices, like what it is today,
right?
And then comparing it to a week ago, a month ago.
Does Gas Buddy give you historic prices?
It goes back 10 years.
Really? Oh,
you can. Yeah, you can choose 1 month, a 1 month chart, a 3 month, a 2 year, a 3 year, a 9 year, or a 10 year. And you can compare 3 different areas at once too, which is kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so Gas Buddy's good to look at, but yeah, AAA or EIA I just use for monthly. Like last month it was $4.60. So, but it doesn't tell you what it is like currently today. That's why I don't use EIA for that. All right, let's get to this guest over here. How's EIA not an accurate source or Gas Buddy? They all use the same data. Hunter, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. I just need to know your age before we move forward. How old are you?
49.
Cool. And did you happen to vote for Trump?
I did.
Cool. He said on day one he was going to lower gas and grocery prices. Why has he not done that?
I think technically they went down a couple times and they went back up. But, you know, it's one of those things. I don't think either side is really going to affect that much.
Well, then why did he say that he would, though, Trump? And that was the main reason why people voted for him.
Because he's a politician like everybody else. They just lie.
Sure, but that doesn't absolve. But that doesn't absolve him of the criticism, though. To say that, like, I think he should still be criticized and held accountable.
I was going to say, if you guys can get E85 gas, you can kind of hedge the price of fuel costs right now because E85 is pretty cheap.
Okay, but gas prices currently, last month it was $4.60. Currently, it has dropped a bit. I will say that it's $3.90 something.
I have a Mustang
certainly higher.
It was $3.65, and it's been $3.65 for 4 months for E85 at the gas station.
I'm just going by unleaded because that's what people use typically. But
yeah, I'm just talking about what I use.
Okay, that's fine. But regardless, though, he said he was going to lower them. He hasn't. He said he was going to do with gas grocery prices. He hasn't.
But I think it did not go down. Didn't he open up the the reserves like 2 or 3 times to try to bring them down?
So gas prices when he went into office was $3.19. It took until November to get to $3.17. December 3.02. However, gas prices were going down though ever since the peak of 2025. 2025 in June it was $5.03, and it was going down well into Trump becoming president. So
honestly, I feel like I don't understand why it can't get cheaper in America. Considering, don't we control all the refineries for the most part?
Well, who controls gas prices?
it's an international market, so it's
Right. So what?
it's a
Sure. So
commodity. But
what dictates gas prices?
that's a good question. I guess you would ask OPEC that. They like to
Right.
fuck with all of us. So
Right. So like, how much? Like, why would they lower them if people continue to pay what we have now?
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear. Let me turn it up a little bit. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Hey guys, we can get to new guests at 120,000 likes. Why would they lower them if people are paying what we currently have right now?
Why would they lower them?
Why? Yeah. Why would it? Like, if people are currently paying for gas prices the way they are now, a lot of things do dictate gas prices. So I understand it's not just this, but why would they lower them if people are paying what they're paying now? Like, there's no incentive for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it gets over like $4 or $5 and something, it starts to like really everything has to be adjusted. Is that what it is for, or is it with? I don't know. I'm not an economist. I don't know what the amount is, but there's a certain amount that all the oil companies look at, and they don't want it to go past a certain point because then it changes the entire economy. Companies go out of business. Oil companies can lose money because things will go under because they can't afford it anymore. So I don't know. I think it's all dependent on the market.
Well, it is about 4. I mean, it's pretty close to 4 right now. It's just shy of, and it was over 4
I think it
for a good
is.
few months.
I think it's when it gets over. I don't know. I'd have to look up the statistics on it, but I think it's like when it gets over 4 something. That's when everything has to readjust. But yeah, I don't know.
Nima, do you know what he's talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he might be talking about like the psychology of the number 4. Like basically, when it hits $4, there a lot of people will react to, I guess, seeing that number or whatever, and so there's efforts to try and avoid getting it to that as much as possible, because once people see, oh hey, now it's $4 a gallon, suddenly their thinking will change. It's kind of the same idea as like why prices are $2.99 instead of $3.
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at. But it's just, I don't know, all this back and forth, Democrat, Republican. It's like she was saying before. I do kind of agree with her. They want to keep us arguing while they just keep screwing things up and making things worse. So I don't know. I mean,
you agree that
I feel
Trump
like
is-
you do pay attention. I've watched you a lot, Doug. You're a pretty smart guy. I think you do pay attention to a lot of things, but I think the majority of the people, you got Democrats and Republicans that just aren't paying attention to what is actually going on, what legislation is actually being put forth, who's reading these bills. Nobody, really. And that's really the only opportunity we have is to try to do that. But
I mean, as far as I guess keep everybody distracted while the elite run away with everything.
Right. Yeah.
You'd agree that Trump is a part of the elite, right? Like he was born with a gold spoon up in his. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah. I mean, and we've given him a chance, and we're still, I never was fully a Trump supporter. I just did not like what the Democratic Party was doing. I felt like they were being dishonest completely, like they have been for years, and that's why I voted for Trump. I thought he would be an outsider that would fix things. And to an extent, he has tried to do things. I do admit it looks like the guy is trying to do something, when I didn't see that from Biden at all. I didn't feel like he even was really there.
When you say that he's trying to do something, or like it looks like he's trying to, what do you mean about that?
Yeah, I mean, like with a lot of the legislation he's put forth, whether or not it's actually made a difference or not, at least he's trying to do something.
Like what? What legislation?
Hold on a second.
Sure.
Keep tapping and sharing, guys. 120,000 likes. We can get to a new guest. I have about 15 or so minutes, so we can probably take another guest or two. And we will be rating RJ. If you know who he is, it's RJO Core, RJO CORE, in about 15 minutes. you're just joining live, make sure you give me a follow me email, show me a little bit of support if you can. You all can send in the heart me too at the top left. That'd be great. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks.
like with the stuff with as far as like the tax goes, with like to me, I'm an hourly worker, and overtime, I do get overtime, and that has benefited. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it doesn't really matter." Yeah, it does once you add it up. And I think that's a good thing. I think no tax on tips is a good thing. I think that's a good thing that he's done. And that's like a real world thing. It's not some bullshit that's just like in the stock market that's going to help rich people. It's going to help everybody,
Well, he also made the tax cuts that he had previously done in 2017. He made those permanent, and those benefited the rich overwhelmingly.
People say that, but I don't know. I'd have to go and look at that and look at the statistics. I mean, I'm sure it does. I'm sure.
To what he's saying, I would say if and Trump didn't do this, but if he did, I would agree that to some degree he would care about the common person if there were permanent tax breaks on the middle and lower class and things like that, and it wasn't the case on the the very upper class. But it was the opposite, and so like given the fact that he had permanent tax breaks on them and not on the people who really need them, how much does he really care about the common person?
Yeah, I mean, you could make that argument about any president in the last 20 years because they all keep doing bullshit. They say they're going to do something and they don't.
I know, but we're talking about Trump currently, and again, I can criticize other presidents. That's fine. It just seems like Trump doesn't actually care about them, even though he says he does. And I mean, you saying anybody can be criticized
any of them really care. I think they care about their own power, and that's it. But that's all.
Then why do you care? Then why do you still support him then?
Because of some of the things that he's done, some of the ideas that he proposed. I said those are good ideas. Those are good things. Anything I heard from Biden was a stupid thing, in my opinion. Stupid. Like to try to tell everybody needs to be running around in electric powered vehicles. That's the dumbest, stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And he did that. He pushed for that. It was stupid.
I mean, I don't think he really pushed that hard for it.
Yes, he did. He did. He was going to make it legislation. What was it, in 2020? It was going to be in the future, but then everybody was going to have to be in an electric car. That's crazy talk. It's crazy.
Well, hold on. When did he say everybody now should be in electrical vehicles?
No, it wouldn't. It was going to be like 2 years later. Like it was legislation that was being put forth, and he was like, "Well, I'm just want to make it where everybody," because they pitched to him that electric vehicles was better for the environment. They sold it to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be great." And we all know it's not.
So it was for 2030 and later, if I'm not mistaken. I could be off on the year.
I thought it was 2028, but maybe I'm wrong.
I could double check that. I believe it was 2030, but I could be wrong there. Regardless, it was in the future where no new cars that weren't electric could be made. It doesn't mean you couldn't drive one. It may be 2035. Let me check. But it wasn't that you couldn't drive one. It was just no new cars at that time.
Yeah, and I still think that's a dumb thing. But I'm a car guy, so I like gasoline still. But I think there's other alternatives that we could try to work with.
You would agree at some point, though, we got to change, right? Like if we use that same logic when people used horses to get around, they would say, "Well, we shouldn't be using cars. This is what we're doing now." Right. So like clearly
alternatives to using running our electric grid to the ground. We don't even have the electrical grid to support it right now.
Well, I mean, that was one thing that, as far as the grid is concerned, that was one thing that Biden did talk about, which was modernizing the grid. So,
and that's going to cost trillions of dollars.
Yeah, but we need it, right? Like that's
we do.
Like, it's going to cost a lot of money, but also like one, we need it. Two, there's going to be a shit ton of jobs in the process, which then stimulates economy, tax money, all that good stuff, right?
That's very true.
I mean, the argument that it'll cost a lot of money, that doesn't really, I guess, work because where's the money that we're supposed to be spending on Iran? Like, dude,
Right.
we just pulled that out our ass in 5
$300
seconds.
billion or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
like there's we always have money to go and do some democracy at 3,000 rounds a minute somewhere on a map, but we don't have money suddenly. Our pockets are empty whenever it comes to, I don't know, modernizing the grid or making sure that veterans get health care.
I've
As
got
far
to jump
as
off here, guys. But thanks for
All right.
letting me up.
Yeah,
Thanks,
for
man.
sure. Take care. We're going all right. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing, please. Just checking my schedule. Okay, cool. Thank you. If you guys can all send in that heart me too, that would be great. Just like Evil Twin did there. Thank you so much. It gets frustrating when people keep keep moving the goalposts in terms of the blame. It's just like, I don't know, just saying anybody lies or everybody lies or all politics. It's just a very convenient way to not criticize them. Planet, how you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I just need to know
Okay.
your age before we move forward. How old are you?
I'm 60.
Okay, cool. Did you vote for Trump?
No, hell no. Do I need
Okay.
to?
Well, I am only looking for debates. I'm looking for people that voted for him. So it sounds like you didn't.
Well, I
Okay.
just want to comment what that last guy said about
I
EVs,
do
and
got
then
to be
I
done.
can
I'm
jump.
sorry. Please don't take it personally, guys. Please, only opposition. Okay. Please don't take it personally. I can't just if every friendly wants to come up to comment on something else. It's just we
Hey,
wouldn't really have debate.
unfortunately
So
voted for Trump.
you said unfortunately you did.
Yes, big regret.
Okay.
You no
How
longer
old are you?
support him?
Florida born
I
and
just-
raised. Florida really grew up like red family.
I just need to know your age before we move forward, though. How old are you?
23.
23. Okay. Were you able to vote in the previous election in 2020? Okay. Why do you regret voting for Trump?
I feel like it
Just
was
curious.
more of like kind of like in the House, everyone was like, yeah, vote, not for Kamala.
Just your
I think
household, you mean?
it was more of a just don't vote for Kamala, I think.
You're talking in your personal household?
Yeah.
Okay. Like your parents and family, whatever.
Mhm.
Where would you currently right now, how would you describe your political views, if any, currently?
So I switched my voter ID to blue. Not recently. I want to say, like about 5 months ago.
Okay. You have some background music. If you can lower that a little bit, I'd appreciate it. What caused you to do that? I'm curious. To change your voting registration. Are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, RJ ended? God damn it. All right, guys, we can't. This always happens. Every time I plan to raid somebody, they always fucking happens. Hey, are you there? I'll find somebody else, right? Hey, are you there? Going once, going twice. All right, you're welcome to come back up. But props to you for doing that. I think that's great. Now, I still think, obviously, your vote did harm. And I don't want to make excuses for you, but you were young, right? You were young. It sounded like still are, and I understand it's easy to get influenced by your whole household. I get that. So I think the fact that you were able to have an open mind since and change your voting registration is huge. I mean, it takes a lot to do that. So props to you on that one. All right, let's get to the next one. Hi, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Not much. I just need to know your age before we move forward. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Cool. And did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. He said he was going to lower gas and groceries on day one. Why didn't he do that?
I guess he can't. I'm more concerned about, like, you have, like, did you see the DEI executive at JP Morgan get fired recently for dumping out that barrel of trash and stealing the trash can in New York at the Knicks parade?
I don't know if I know about that specifically.
I think
What
that
about
is
it, though?
more concerning to me, that the fact that this obese racist woman is in charge of people at a bank.
What does being obese have to do with anything?
Like, look at this kind of woman, and this is someone who's making probably at least $300,000 a year while people are struggling to get jobs at the same bank. It's not even the fact that she dumped the trash out that's bothering. It's the fact that we have positions like this that bother people.
What does this person being obese have to do with anything, though?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so why did you mention that?
Because it's just obvious she's obese in the video.
But if it's an irrelevant trade, I don't know why you mentioned that.
Okay, well, let's forget I said that then. Who cares?
Yeah, okay. So what are you trying to get at, though? Like, yeah, people do shitty things. So what's your point?
Yeah, it's because we have too much of this DEI nonsense going on, and it's not necessarily about gas and groceries. It's about DEI bullshit.
What is DEI?
Apparently, it's diversity and inclusion, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
So what do you disagree about it?
We have these jobs that do nothing, and these people get paid a shit ton of money.
So what about? So are you saying people with DEI get hired that aren't qualified?
Yeah, I think she's not qualified to do anything, and she's probably making again $250,000 to $350,000 a year minimum at that bank.
What makes you sure that she wasn't qualified? Like what traits did she have, or what?
Because
what did
her
she
resume
have
was trash. Look up her resume; it's public.
Okay, and so what?
She had no experience to be a leader at a large institution, making that kind of money. But yet, there's people like that all over America right now
What about
these
those
positions.
qualifications? Hold on, but what specifically about the qualifications didn't meet what she should have had to be hired?
What value is she bringing to be making $300,000 a year from the bank that you think?
You're the one that said that she didn't make the qualifications. I'm just wondering what those qualifications were that
she had no experience prior managing large groups of people.
You're insinuating. Well, hold on. In order to be in a position, you have to get promoted at some point, or be able to get hired at some point. For one.
DEI.
Secondly, hold on.
DEI, brother.
Hold on. Are you telling me with DEI people can get hired that don't meet certain qualifications? Is that what you're telling me?
It's happening all over.
Prove it. I want you to prove that, because that's objectively not true.
It's happening in every organization.
Show it. I want you to show that. You have to prove that people
get
hired.
This is a perfect example of it.
But it's your claim, though.
I'm literally just told you an example, and you're like, "Oh, well, what does she have? What does abuse have to do with it?"
Right, because it had nothing to do with it. So
and her qualifications. And she had no qualifications.
Okay, what were her qualifications, and why did it not meet it? I just want you to be specific.
Yeah,
not being specific. Just be specific. That's all I'm asking. If what you're saying is true, then it should be very easy to be specific and just to say why DEI is not a good thing. And guys, this will be the last guest because I got to go here in a few. But we'll raid Facts Still Matter because he does his normal live at around this time, where he started at 8 Eastern. So we'll raid Facts Still Matter, but we still have a few minutes, so hold tight on that. I hope you're getting the evidence for this, man. This idea that people can get hired that don't meet the qualifications of said job is just bullshit. It's not true.
No,
I don't know where you guys got this from.
It happens all the time. I've been in organizations where it's happened too.
Okay, so I just want
There's
you to
always
prove
pressure.
It.
They want like
to show evidence,
color, a woman,
to show evidence, to show evidence,
to be promoted.
Just show evidence. Then that's all I'm asking.
Sure.
Keep tapping and sharing, you guys. If you're enjoying the live, follow me, follow Nemo, show a little bit of support if you can. Make sure you send in the heart me as well, okay? We're talking about, her name is Angie Baez, as far as she works for JP Morgan. She was an executive. I guess is claiming that because DEI that she got hired and didn't meet the said qualifications.
Okay, so training and development at Squarespace, freelance artist and art director, and an executive assistant. So now her getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars at a bank, and what does she do as a DEI exec? Like what's the justification for making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year?
Okay, so
do you have a DEI exec? Do you have a DEI assistant? Can I ask you that? Why don't you have one? Where's your DEI assistant?
Well, I'm a personal trainer and I do this, so I don't.
Right, you should have like a chief DEI officer, shouldn't you?
For myself?
Yeah, to make sure that your clients are diverse. And everyone's, getting equity.
Okay.
Right?
So what were the qualifications for the job and how did she not meet them?
Well, the job's bullshit is the point. They probably were glad that they could use this to fire her.
Well, that's not,
honestly what she did isn't even that bad. I don't even care about her dumping out trash.
But that's okay. But you can say the job's bullshit, but you have nothing to back that up. You have no qualifications to say that. You have no qualifications.
A DEI executive? What the fuck does a DEI executive do?
Well, you don't even know what DEI is. You don't even know what DEI is.
Yes, I do. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what do you do at your job as a day-to-day to make sure everyone's being diverse?
DEI means that you think DEI means that you can get qualified for a job that you don't have the qualifications for.
Yeah, you definitely can. She did.
Okay, well, that's not what DEI is. I don't know where you got that from.
So what is DEI then? What is your definition of DEI?
Well, it's not my definition of DEI.
So
it's
what is
just
the
what it is.
definition
Get
then?
in.
So
Thank you.
tell me, educate me.
Yeah, no, but what I'm arguing about, we can get to that. What I'm arguing is that it doesn't allow for people to get a job that don't have said qualifications.
It definitely can.
You can't do that. That's not
Why
a
not?
thing. Because it's not a
Why
thing.
not?
It's you just bought into
A
misinformation.
company
That's
saying
what
we
it
need
is.
more women in this organization. Like let's
That's
focus on
yeah,
hiring
yeah.
women. That's DEI.
So you can have more women while they also meet said qualifications. Those two
Sure,
things
but
aren't mutually
sometimes they might not
exclusive.
always do that. Like look at
No,
some
no,
of
no.
these
They
like
have to.
look at some of
No,
these
no. They
police
do. They have
commissioners,
to meet.
head of
They
fire
have to meet the
departments.
qualifications.
It's
They
happening
have to
all
meet the
over. It's
qualifications.
happening all over
They
the
have.
country.
Hey. They have to meet the
Oh, he's
qualifications.
crashing out. He's
Despite
crashing
they
out.
have. They have to meet the qualifications, even if they want to hire more women or more black people, whatever. They
And a
have to
lot
meet
of
the
times they don't.
qualifications.
A lot of times they
But
don't.
you're not showing that though. You're not proving
Yeah,
that.
look at like they'll hire a woman who's like chief of police or the head of a fire department.
You keep saying they.
I mean, I've seen it. I don't have the exact examples.
Really?
I can look them up, and I just did. I just told you that this woman's resume. I looked that up and was able to prove that to you.
But you didn't tell us what the qualifications were for the job and how she didn't meet them. You just said it's a
Okay, let's
bullshit
look it
job.
up.
That's all you said. That's all you said. It was a
Let's
bullshit
chat
job.
GPT this. What qualifies you to be a DEI executive?
But whatever it is, you're going to disagree with because you disagree with the very nature of the position. So
Right,
no matter
it's
what her
bullshit.
qualification,
You
right?
can't even
So
tell me what they do and how they make an organization money or
okay.
better.
So you can't
can't.
say she doesn't meet it if you disagree with the job to begin with. That's what you're doing. And guys, I really do need to end this though. Cause I gotta.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to
work
go
out
back to your DEI qualifications.
Well, I'm a personal trainer. I got a certification for that. So
Make sure.
you know what they didn't do. You know what they didn't do. They didn't hire me just because say I'm like Jewish and I didn't have like the certification, right? Like I have the qualifications to be a personal trainer. Anyways, I gotta run. If you guys enjoy the live, follow myself, follow Nemo. We're gonna raid Facts Still Matter. Okay, it's Facts Still Matter, 2 S's, so they're not combining S's. FACTS STILLMATTER. Nemo, you want to say anything before I drop?
Appreciate you having me up. And thank you to the people that gift me. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Take care. Hope you have a good one. Okay, Nemo. All right, guys. I may be live later on tonight. I'll let you guys know on Discord. If you want to know ahead of time, join my Discord. It's in the bio, where you can join the bulletin board up here in the top left of TikTok. If you watched on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. I'm about to end it though, but